EU versus North America. Milkshake versus Cuhh. Top champs from around the world facing off in this transatlantic head-to-head. This is going to be very, very good. All right, now because Cuhh are banning first, it means they will... Sorry, because they're defending first, it means they'll ban first. I get that wrong every time. So let's see what they're going to pick. Now on Oregon, good picks for Oregon. Maverick, Thatcher. They're quite often very popular attacking bans coming out. And Thatcher is going to be no different today. We are going to get Thatcher here coming out from Cuhh. Now I've never actually casted for a North American team, so it's going to be interesting to see the difference between how these things go. Blackbeard is going to get banned by Milkshake. Interesting. That's not a common ban that I see, certainly, well, not for Oregon anyway. So clearly there's a bit of knowledge here about how Cuhh might play. We're then going to get Goyo banned by Milkshake. They don't want any of his dangerous shields blowing up. And then we get to see what's going to get banned. The last defensive ban coming out from Cuhh. Now, I don't know what would be a good ban here for them. Mira would be a good ban. Mira's very good on two of the most favorite sites. Kaid could be a good pick, but we are going to get a Melusi ban. In the 22nd meta, Melusi is actually not a bad ban. Next season, of course, she's going to be severely nerfed. Severely nerfed, I think, in my opinion. This feels really weird. I'm casting and I'm looking around to pick up my controller so I can do stuff, but I don't actually have to. This is a really weird experience. This is what it's like casting PC. Okay, so first site is going to be laundry and supply room. The first site we are going to get is laundry and supply room. Just need to check my phone to make sure that Mrs. Toot isn't trying to make me aware of anything. No, she's not. Okay, good. All right. Just got to keep an eye on things. Mrs. Toot is in the chat moderating, so make sure you're nice to her. All right, Dank is going to 6-pick Maestro and go on to mute for laundry and supply room. We're going to have Ash, Ace, Nomad, Maverick, and Iana coming out from Milkshake. We're going to have Jaeger, Mute, Bandit, Smoke, and Wamai coming out from the boys on Cuhh. Nothing too surprising here. I would expect with an Ace coming out to see a heavy blue push with a bit of pressure being applied down the back stairs as well. I expect we'll see a fairly large take onto pillars rather than anyone coming down freezer or laundry side. Now, stream, like I say, this is coming from a US server at the moment, so if there is some slight frame rate or something issue on the stream, apologies. Hopefully for map 2 when we get to EU and it's a bit closer to where I am, it'll be better, I don't know. As you can see looking at the bottom of your screen, my guy Italian is actually running on a brand spanking new Xbox with those fat frames, but unfortunately on Twitch we can only stream at 60s, so 50% of Italian's frames are going to waste. That is a big shame. That is a big shame. Oop, didn't mean to click on that. Alright, so we are going to get the bottom of laundry stairs is going to be barricaded up. We're having a look around, see where the players are spawned. They're not coming over from the street. Most players are going to be coming from construction. Yeah, we can see pretty much all 5 players coming over here from construction for a blue take. We are going to have 2 players heading up over to the back stairs to come in through the door. That's going to get 3 drones going in there. It's going to spot Mute. Mute is going to have to rethink his life choice. Oh no! Ooh, that's an oof. Revolve manages to down his teammate as we start. So Logic goes straight down to 20 points before the game's even really got underway. Drone is going to come in. Mute is going to try to peek it with that SMG-11, but the 2 drones are going to spot him. He's going to take out 3 drones and make his way back to site. So although he didn't get any picks, that is actually good work there for Mute. Mute doing what Mute's supposed to do, deny information. And he has just denied a hell of a lot of information from Milkshake there, as they now only have 2, 4, 5, 6 drones left in their pocket that they can use. Jeans is going to take a fair bit of damage as he is standing outside electrical wall. They've managed to open up the bottom of that wall using Mavericks. They can take out the bandit batteries, and that will allow them to open up that electrical wall using Ace, which is very common. We hear a C4 get ripped, but I'm not sure whose it is, if it's Mutes or Bandits. It certainly hasn't been set off yet. And Milkshake do now have complete control of the pillar. Ash breaching rounds are going to go down to take out some utility, but the ADSs are going to pick it up, and that's our first kill of the game now. That is Rampton taking down Revolve. That is the first pick, first blood drawn by Cuhh. Welly playing on the Iana is going to move in with his grenades to try to take out the players on the other side of that cabinet, but they do not account for the fact that there is a magnet right there. The smoke grenade does go off. Gas grenade goes out from smoke. That is going to deny a push. But there is still a lot of time left on the board. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. Iana does get taken down by Tears playing in Freezer. Very common position to be played. That's the third player for Milkshake going down. Number 4 leaving Zachariah all on his own in a 1v5. The chances of him taking this are not good. He does manage to get one, but Tears gets that quick refrag. In a flurry of action that happens so quickly, we don't even really get a chance to see a lot of it. There we go. Tears just tearing through Zachariah at the end of the round there, putting the first round on the board for Cuhh. And that is North America taking round number 1 at the end of the first round. 512 viewers, record for this stream. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming along. Very much appreciated. So we saw a pretty standard take coming out from Milkshake there, as we had 2 to 3 players coming in from blue and then the rest coming down the back stairs. That's just typically what you do. It would have been good to see some more players pushing perhaps from the laundry or freezer side, get a bit of a pinch on the players in freezer. That might have helped. But so much focus there was put on that one side of the map where Cuhh just had it locked down with utility. The ADSs were there. They just had magnets there as well. Everything that they needed to stop all the chuckables and everything from coming through and allowing Milkshake to push into sight. They were just there ready and waiting for it. They read into the push and it was successful, allowing them to take that round there. Now, as we go to dorms, we are going to see Frost coming into play. Now, Frost, not known for being the best operator in the game. I'll grant you that. But now that she's got a shotgun, she is seen as very much more viable. To be honest, I've always liked Frost. I've always wanted to see Frost get played more, and I'm pleased that giving her a shotgun has now... Ooh, Sentir almost took down his teammate there with a shotty. But now that she's got the shotgun, she's being seen as a lot more viable by a lot more people. And it's surprising how easy it is to fall into one of those Frost mats. Frost is the kind of operator that has utility where, as it gets to the end of the game, you completely forget that she's even in existence. You can pretty much guarantee that the first player that calls out, hey, there's a Frost on the map, watch out for Frost mats, you can guarantee that's likely the first player that's actually going to fall into a Frost mat. It's just so easily done. You forget exactly what you're doing in the heat of the moment, and you just walk into these things, particularly if they're in odd places. So Frost coming out from Dank here could actually be a huge play for Cuhh, who won their first round very convincingly anyway. Alright, so we are going to have 3 Selmas put down on that closet wall, very standard here from Jeans. Typically we'd see a few players coming over from Attic as well, but there goes 2 of those 3 Frost mats already. So looks like Frost is not the huge play in this round, but she could have been, as those Frost mats were very easily found and taken out of action. Now we see all of the drones going to site here. We see about 3 of them heading in to get that intel for the team to let them know where all of the defenders are. Logic is going to spot out everything and is going to burn that ADS. With a couple of stun grenades and the magnets as well. Jeans is going to do the same, but they're not going to really follow up on that utility dump. Now the magnets are going to get burned, but of course the ADSs will just come back alive after 10 seconds. Oh, we see Zachariah take a little bit of damage there, probably from the player in Attic. There's always going to be a player in Attic at that doorway looking onto that breach, and I'm surprised we haven't seen anyone coming from the Attic side. We can see we've got at least 4 players here stacked up on that side. Looks like Ace has gone downstairs, and Dank Cuhh playing on Frost is actually downstairs as well. So those two could be coming in for a bit of a battle against each other any moment now. And there we go. Zachariah has joined his teammate downstairs, and he does manage to get that pick onto Dank. So first blood is drawn by Milkshake, and they are now in the driving seat. They do have a drone. They are going to yellow ping that other player that's down there. Now from this distance, I can't tell who it is. It looks like it's probably Jaeger, as Scraptor does manage to take down Jeans. His utility's been used, so it's not a huge loss, but it is a great gun that's been taken out of the game. As we also see Sophia's entry breaching utility taken off the board as well, as Welly gets taken down. Now we are in a 3v3, a 2v3. Beautiful shot there from Sentir with their SMG-11, taking down Logic with a nice headshot. Oh, but he does get wide peeked there from Revolve. And all of a sudden, we are in a 2v1 situation. Zachariah has the diffuser. He has site control. And Rampton is downstairs. He's not going to be able to deny this plant. He hasn't got C4s. He's going to have to make his way upstairs and try to stop it head on. He's got impact grenades, but he isn't going to hit the target. He's going to have to come up those white stairs, and they will know exactly where he is now. So we see Revolve training his sight onto that doorway. Zachariah getting ready, watching the trophy door just in case. But Ramtin firing his bullets, letting the enemy team know exactly where he is. Pre-firing every possible angle with that filthy red dot sight. Why people still use this, I don't know. He's pre-firing absolutely everything. He's got 10 seconds to get 2 kills and find that diffuser with that 7-second diffuse time. Time is running out. He manages to get a beautiful headshot there onto Revolve. He's going to swing round into the site, but Zachariah is there waiting as the mighty Maverick. And he does get that pick. And at the end of round number 2, we go 1-1. So we're seeing a nice even game coming out here from these top level champs of Siege. Now we have had some problems lately with replays, but we're going to see if they work today. Hopefully they'll work. And they are working. Excellent. All right. Bear me for a second, stream. All right, so we are going to go back to dorms for round number 3. And I suspect we'll see a very similar setup coming out for the defense. I doubt we'll see too much change. To be fair, the defensive team had a good setup. They just got outgunned by a couple of players from Milkshake just storming their way in and managing to win those gunfights. We're going to see a standard drone set up there in the doorway of attic. Some standard reinforcements going on here on the attic wall. And I'd expect to see reinforcements on the other end of attic along with closet, as you would expect. And then bandit battery. There you go. We can see the bandit batteries are down on that closet wall. I'd expect to see the same over at the other end of attic as well. And then it's just a matter of seeing how the attackers are going to make their way through it. Now I'd expect that Revolve will make his way downstairs to classroom to take out the bandit batteries from below using his utility. Welly is going to open up that window early on using Twitch and then start using that shock drone to take down internal cams to allow his teammates to move through the building a little bit more freely. Now, oh, we see Ramtin here waiting. He sees the player, but he opens fire far too late. He does do a bit of damage to Welly. Oh, there we go. That drone there had him perfectly spotted. Door is going to get pre-fired, and Ramtin is waiting for Twitch to poke her face around there through that window again. But just as that shock drone comes in, Ramtin moves away. So that shock drone is going to spot him. And we see here a player from Milkshake just waiting for him. And Revolve, again, just a little bit too late on the trigger, doesn't manage to take him down. He does do a fair bit of damage, but Ramtin is going to retreat back to site, join his teammates, and make sure he lives to fight another day. Scrapter is very low in health, but Dank does take down player number 1. And there we go. With that beautiful C4 from Scrapter, we see Jeans get taken out as well, leaving us in a 5v3 with 1 minute 45 seconds to go. And this round being dominated right now by Cuhh. A fairly good roam game coming out from Ramtin at the start of the round. The job of a roamer isn't necessary to run around and get kills. You get people playing Vigil, and it's like, oh, I just want to run around and shoot people. Not necessarily your job. Not necessarily your job. The job of a roamer is just as much to waste the time of attackers as it is to get kills. If you can waste 2 minutes of an attacker's time and utility, that's you doing your job as a roamer, because it leaves them at a severe disadvantage as they try to push the side at the end. Now we see Maverick has opened up some holes here. Oh, beautiful kill there from Scrapter. Nicely done as he just quick peeks onto Zachariah with the MP7 and takes him out. Welly left all on his own in a 1v5. He's going to have to ace to win. And let's be honest, at this level of gameplay, the chances of him getting an ace in a 1v5 is very unlikely. We see a player coming down that white staircase. It is Ramtin, but he was so low in health. The chances of him surviving were very low, even lower when Welly is going to hit his headshots like that. We can see another player has come down. Looks like that's Valkyrie making her way downstairs around, I forget what people call it. I've heard some people call it S. I've heard some people call it Africa. I've heard Zulu. There we see Ye. Oh, beautiful shot from Welly there to take out Tears. If Cuhh are going to continue doing stuff like this, then Welly could win it, but he is making his way up to site. But we can see that 2 players on Cuhh are actually downstairs, but it is the one upstairs, that is Dank playing on Jaeger, that manages to get that kill. and finish off the round, putting round number 3 on the board for Cuhh. So North America currently in the lead, but let's be honest, we're on American servers. You're kind of expecting it at this point. This is also Oregon, which is a defender-sided map typically. Now, based on my leagues that I run, stats actually show that Oregon is about 49% attacker favored and 51% defender favored, or sometimes even 50-50. So at this point, we would expect a 3-3 at the end of the first half. But like we say, we are on US servers. So the Europeans are at a slight disadvantage. It'd be interesting to see how they manage to deal with this for these next 3 rounds of the first half on attack, and then when they switch over to be on defense themselves. Alright, launch and supply room has just become unlocked for the defense, and they are going to head straight back there. Now we are going to get standard reinforcements going up here on the main walls. Italian, when we're doing the prep phase, if you just generally try to do let's go for third person view in prep phase for the next 3 rounds and just look at an overhead view of what people are doing and get more of a big picture of what the defense is setting up. So we can see a nice rotate there being set up at the top of attic. We can see standard reinforcements going up on all of the main walls. We've got an ADS there as well, so when Maverick opens up that wall on elbow and tries to chuck a grenade over to take out the bandit batteries, that ADS will suck it right up. We can see we've got the standard reinforced hatches in lobby and meeting room, and a barricade going up at the top of the laundry stairs. Very standard setup. All right. Now, as we get into action phase, we can see again, we are going to get a blue push, and Ace is in, getting ready to try to take down these walls. He's going to start working on electrical walls. Scraptor is going to try to bandit trick it. Is he going to be successful? That's the question. Is that wall going to get opened? I haven't heard it explode, so it sounds like Bandit might have actually managed to trick that successfully. Revolve's going to make his way down the back stairs and sit and wait for his team to get into position and give those calls. We can see one player sitting in freezer. Always going to be a player in freezer. Nomad coming around to the back stairs, setting up the air jabs to make sure there's no flanks. Drones going all around the place, and we can now see that Ace has managed to get that electrical wall open, which is going to allow them to pressure players on pillar. But that work has already been done by the entry of Milkshake, as they do have control. Logic's going to take a little bit of damage from the C4 that gets thrown over the reinforced wall, or through that breach at least, rather. Maverick doing work. This is where Maverick comes into play, and this is why you ban Maverick so much. Thatcher, counterable. Maverick, nothing you can do about that hole getting opened up in the bottom of that wall and taking out that bandit battery, which is why I often favor the Maverick ban over the Thatcher ban. You can still bandit trick a Thatcher, but you cannot bandit trick a Maverick. That's for sure. 1 minute 20 seconds to go. We can see that there's only one drone left in possession of Milkshake. As a C4 does go out, it does very little damage, unlike the MP7 of Scraptor, who tears Gene's head right off, as does Dank's 416 Carbine, doing the same thing to Revolve, but there is a quick refrag. C4 goes out, doesn't get pulled because it will result in a team kill. Logic gets another kill there with the headshot onto Sentia, leaving us in a 3v3. Plant is going down. Logic is watching the standard freezer position to try and deny the plant. Oh, but he hears the player to the left and he goes to swing on it, not realizing a player comes down the main hallway. Tears manages to get that kill, and he gets a second along with Ramtin with that flank down the back stairs. Shooting Twitch in the back of the head eventually after a bit of swinging around. And that puts another round on the board for Cuhh, making it 3-1. So at the moment, the Americans looking very dominating right here on this map. Now, not only are we US servers, but it is a US map. Maybe that plays into it. Maybe that plays into it. The US literally playing on home turf here in every possible way. Map, server, everything. But Milkshake aren't out yet. Now, like I was saying, when we switch over to the next map, which is going to be Cafe, if I remember rightly, we will switch over to EU servers. When we get to map number 3, interestingly, it's going to be the team with the most amount of rounds won. If we do go to a map 3 even, it'll be the team with the most amount of rounds won that gets to pick what server they play on. So if we get to the end of map number 2 and it was a 7-3 to Cuhh in this one and a 7-4 to Milkshake on Cafe, then Cuhh would have the most points won, so they will get to choose the server for map number 3 because they had the 7 in the first map, the 4 in the second map, so they've had 11 rounds won, whereas Milkshake would only have won 10. So they pick the server. So if that's how we will decide what server we go to for map number 3 as to whether we go back to the US or whether we stay in the EU straight after map number 2. Alright, so setup coming out here from Cuhh. We are going to have some standard reinforcements set up above. We are in dining room and kitchen. Not very many people on Xbox play meeting room and kitchen, despite the recent video from Reaper saying that meeting room and kitchen is actually a better site in his opinion. A lot of people still do prefer dining room and kitchen, especially on Xbox. I've done some PC casts and you do actually see meeting room and kitchen, but on Xbox we still favour dining and kitchen. Not quite sure why, it's just the way we are. But you'd still see a hold upstairs to try and deny that take from above. It's very common to get upstairs, open up the floor. Just like with any site, obviously, the verticality is key when it comes to control, rather than attacking head on. Now, we are going to see Ramtin holding here on this staircase. Sophia is going to push in. That is Revolve. Ramtin opens fire. He does do a little bit of damage to Revolve playing on Sophia, but Ramtin takes a lot more damage than he gives, and he goes down to 25 HP. He's going to back out to join his teammate upstairs above the site as we can hear Ace opening stuff up. Getting ready to move in and get probably a default plant into kitchen, I'm suspecting. Doesn't look like we are trying to get into dining room at all, as well he does take down Ramtin. Yeah, there we go. That's that breach opened up there into kitchen. Diffuser has been dropped in lobby, so we are definitely getting a take from the kitchen side. Tez is going to be standing in the bathroom, watching through that default rotate into dining room to support his teammates. Now we can hear Clash using her electricity, whittling away the health there of Logic, as Zachariah playing on the Mav is going to start to open up this wall into kids to apply some pressure onto the defenders that are in kids. Jeans is going to push his way in and he's just going to take down Dank, but he is refragged very quickly by Sentir, leaving us in a 4v3. So Milkshake in the lead right now, man advantage. Oh, beautiful kill from Revolve onto Tez as he rips him apart. Logic gets one of his own, and Scraptor playing on Clash is the last player standing, manages to take down one of his own. He's got 3 players left to fight against. Let's not underestimate this SMG. Okay, you shouldn't underestimate the SMG, but you can overestimate Scraptor, who doesn't manage to get the pick. Welly, oh yeah, if you're just going to stand there in a corner with a shield on your back and a gun in front of your chest, you're going to expect someone to peek around and shoot you in the face like that. All right. So that was a round to Milkshake, a much needed round to keep them in this game. We go to the last round of the first half. We are going to head back to dorms. We've seen this site played twice by the defense. They've won it 50% of the time. They won it the last time they played here and it's just become unlocked, so they are going to go back there. They can't go back to laundry and supply room because that is still locked from the last time that they won it. So it's either meeting room and kitchen or dorms. Or kitchen and dining, but considering how they just got destroyed on kitchen and dining, they're not going to want to go back there. So I think they made the right choice here, going back to dorms. Looks like they're going to fall back to a default setup. We've got a shield there in the attic doorway. We've got standard ADS going up here in the doorway coming in from games. We are going to get some standard reinforcements here on the closet. We've got standard reinforcements going up at the back of attic, standard reinforcement and rotate going up in between attic and dorms, and a big rotate and a reinforcement going up there by the double window. Very standard ranked setup. This is nothing unusual. We've all seen this 1,000 times before, 1,000,000 times before. Every time we watch Oregon, this is what we see. And let's face it, we see Oregon a lot because for some reason teams just play it all the time. Mrs. Toot giving the comments there in the stream about certain types of remarks. Please make sure you listen. It's not going to be tolerated here. Apologies. All right. So, Welly playing on Twitch yet again. Coming in clutch for his... coming in clutch. I mean, to be fair, there was 4 of them getting up onto one poor Clash. So, I don't think we can say Welly came in clutch, but he did get that last pick, at least. take it down Clash with that powerful F2. Gun that I can't control whatsoever, but Welly just seems to be able to manage it. Oh, but Ramtin with that AUG takes down Zachariah, and that's the early lead. We're not even 30 seconds into the round, and already that's a player on Milkshake dead at the hands of Ramtin, who's playing downstairs, interestingly enough. It's not often you see a big roam from Wabai, and it's very interesting to see that, because his utility, very heavily based on stopping utility from coming into the site. So to have one of your prime entry stoppers playing off-site, roaming around with his utility in his back pocket, it's a very odd play. But at the moment, it's working out because we're in a 5v3. And Milkshake is struggling to get any real control here. As Scraptor knows that someone's coming over to the trophy doorway, he's going to give it a quick peek. He manages to avoid the gunshots that come through it like Neo. He throws a few bullets back, doesn't hit the targets, and he is just going to hold this skinny little angle, waiting for another player to peek. Logic is going to drone in for Revolve to get that intel so he knows what to do. We can hear Valkyrie with that Desert Eagle opening up holes on that attic wall up above the reinforcements. That's so that they can chuck out a C4 if they want to. So Revolve, big ball play, decides he's just going to go through that attic doorway to try to take him down as he's doing it. But there are two players there, and Revolve does go down. C4 gets ripped. Stun grenades are going to go out into attic. C4, I guess Dank just missed his throw because it went off and didn't do any damage to anyone as well. He does manage to get a kill. Dank is down. It is essentially a 2v2, but it doesn't really matter because Center is going to come in and pick up those last two kills of this first half. And that does mean that at the end of the first half, we see Cuhh going ahead, taking the lead 4-2. Now, sorry, bear with me for a second, stream. Thank you. I'm just having some conversations with Italian. He's got Y button problems. We all know how these controllers are. Hardened gamers just can't keep controllers alive for too long, unfortunately. All right. Laundry and Supply Room is going to be the first site to get played by Milkshake. Now, we are going to get here reinforcements that are going to be perfectly standard, I expect. We are going to have Mute. We are going to have Bandit. So we're going to have a fair bit of intel and wall denial here coming up. So we can see we've got two drones coming over from blue. So my expectation is that we'll see at least two attackers coming over to blue. Looks like Tears are going to be coming that way. We've got Scraptor and Ramtin coming over there as well. So we will have at least three players spawning at blue. Now, for every take we've seen so far in this matchup, we have seen blue being the main way for the attackers to come in. It'll be interesting this time around if we can see something a little bit different. Maybe see someone coming down Freezer or Laundry as well. Just mixing up a bit. Rather than just relying on pure fragging power and utility dumps to open up these walls. Now as we get into prep phase, you can see I was completely wrong. No attackers whatsoever have spawned over at construction despite where they've set their drones up. So I'm guessing they're all spawning over at the campsite. They are indeed, all five of them spawning over at campsite. So we might actually see a different take to normal. We are seeing a different take. We're going to get a freezer take as Ramtin is already in. He checks the hatch in security, finds it's reinforced. Ash not going to be able to get through there on her own. So she's going to open up that doorway. Take out default cams. Nice peeking from Ramtin. Good Ash plays. I like this. Tears with his friends on drone, just cleaning out the top floor. Making sure that there's no roamers up there. And Sentir manages to get two quick picks there as Tears takes down another. The US are absolutely dominating on this map here today. Absolutely dominating. Bandit batteries go down. They don't even really need to open these walls at this point though. Logic and Zachariah are going to be playing on site together, waiting for these five players to push in on them and hope that they can hold angles, I suspect, and just win in gunfights. Seeing that we have Mozzie and Logic, well, there goes Mozzie. Seeing how we have Valkyrie with Valkyrie cams and Mozzie with Mozzie cams, there's the double kill for Logic, but he's not going to be able to do any more than that. As the attackers just swarm in and overpower that last player, getting that pick and winning a round. At the moment, This is looking very, very good for the US. And if I remember rightly from the poll, they were 24% favourite. So doing very well at the moment. But of course, this is a best of 3. It's not a best of 1. Still time for Milkshake to do work, but Milkshake are going to have to really switch around their mindset to take a chance at coming back here. Now, because it is a best of 3, we can't have draws. Maps do have overtime, so at the moment we do have an opportunity that even if we see Cuhh take one more map here, which to be one more round here, which to be honest is very likely the way they're performing. I cannot see Cuhh not getting to getting to 6 rounds on the board at least, but there will still be a chance for Milkshake to get that overtime. But at the moment, based on what we're seeing, I'm liking Cuhh for this map. I'm thinking this is their map right now. All of the pressure here is on Milkshake. Let's see how they're going to react now as they do enter into round number 2 of the defensive half. Again, they are going to go back to dorms. Sorry, they are going to go up to dorms instead this time. Not going to go to laundry and supply room. We're going to get the standard reinforcements, and again, like we can see, nothing hugely different here to what we see coming out from any other team that plays this map and this site. We can see all the standard reinforcements. We have Welly playing on Bandit. He'll be putting the Bandit batteries down, no doubt, at some point. There he goes. He's running away there to get that wall at the end of Attic. And we've also got Logic playing on the Smoke. He's going to be trying to deny pushes for as long as possible, along with Zachariah, who's going to be picking up intel as Mozzie. Now, we have not very much in the way of hard breach here. I thought we lost game sound there, but I heard a bird. It's one of the reasons I don't like this map, is it's so damn quiet. Tears just repelling on this wall, and it's like there's nothing. It's one of the most dead maps in the game. In my opinion, it makes it rather dull as a spectator. Great as a player, it's a good map for players, but as a spectator, yeah, it's not... when nothing's going on, it's a little bit dead. So, Dank playing Sledge, watching down to the bottom of the white stairs. Now, we did see that there was actually a Milkshake player down there just a moment ago who has narrowly escaped death. I don't think he realised... Well, obviously he doesn't realise how close he could have been to dying. Nice play here from Sledge. Bounces up there, opens up the floor, but he doesn't account for a wild revolver on Jaeger peeking round that kitchen doorway and taking him down. That is a good play from Sledge. I like that. I need to remember that one. Oh, and we are seeing Revolve about to get into a gun battle here with, looks like Ash. Looks like Rampton on Ash. And the crouch spam on Ash is just too strong. And he does manage to take down Revolve. Well played there to Ash. Very, very patient. Holding that position. Waiting for a player to peek around. Revolve peeks. But of course, servers possibly helping Rampton a little bit there. Having that peek as advantage. Now, as we take a look at site, we can see we've got about 3 players up there. Rampton down below has opened up a hole to make sure that Bandit can't put any batteries down on this wall. Scraptor playing as Hibana is going to move in and start to open up this closet wall so that they can start to push in very much a default way. And it looks like, yet again, we haven't seen anyone going over to T3 side, as Tears is going to come up the white staircase, holding that angle. Standard rotate in the wall at the top. C4 is going to go down, and that is going to take Tears out. Beautifully played from Jeans. Great spectating there from Italian rather, to be able to catch it from a third eye. We do like seeing explosives in a third eye view. It's always good to see the body go flying. All right, Milkshake are in control of this round right now. And we can see that Scraptor and Sentir, being the last 2 players standing, have no choice with 20 seconds remaining. Oh, beautiful play from Scraptor. He peeks it at standing height. Smoke spots him, decides to crouch down, but it's perfectly read into by Scraptor, who also crouches and gets that headshot. He pushes his way into Attic, but Bandit is just too powerful. He's going to down him, leaving Sentir as the last man standing as Ying. Welly with a C4 kill. Sentir manages to take one down before the timer ends, but it's impactless frags as the round is still won by Milkshake. Ying there just running around with a little Pokeballs, trying to work out what to do with them. All right, so Milkshake take a round. And that puts us onto 5-3. Oh, Can we get a pause there? Oh, you're already on it. You're already on it. Excellent. Good work, my dude. Good work. Oh, no. More people are leaving. Oh, they should just be able to rejoin. They'll be able to rejoin. Okay, cool. All right, bear with me for a second, stream. Bear with me. Now, what we'll do is treat this as a little bit of a rehost while we're pausing. We will be back very, very shortly. Don't go anywhere. We will come back. Need to put the bands back at the top of the screen. Oh yeah, if we can get the scoreboard at the end of rounds every now and then, Italian, that'd be good. People, doesn't matter now. We can see that there's 0 kills for everybody. If you've just joined the stream and you're wondering why we're 8 rounds in and no one's managed to kill everyone, no one's managed to kill anyone, it's not because everyone's just really good at planting and really bad at retakes. It is because we have had a rehost. So you've come along at just the right time. Yeah. Right, so Sentir is going to 6-pick and Jeans is going to 6-pick. Interestingly, Jeans hasn't... Alright, so he is going for Kaid instead of Clash, and we are going to have Monty being 6-picked, bringing out Ying instead. Laundry and Supply Room is going to be the next site to get played, round number 9. And at the moment, Cuhh have been dominating. They've been doing very, very well. Very well indeed. And I would be surprised if Milkshake were able to do enough to turn this round. It's not impossible. We've seen teams come back from more than this. It's possible. But when you factor in the ping factor, the fact of just how good Cuhh have looked on this game in this map so far, I don't know. I'm struggling to see this as a milkshake victory, but you never know. You never know. They're still in it. It's not like it's 5-0 or 5-1. They can still do it. They just need to tighten up on their defenses and make sure that they really slow down these attacks coming out from Cuhh. They've won 50% of their defensive rounds so far. They have played Laundry and Supply Room once already, but this is the site that they lost. They won on Dorms, but they can't go back there because it won't be unlocked until the round after the next round. So they've got this site, then they've got the next round, then Dorms will become unlocked for them again. So they won't be able to go back there for another 2 rounds in total. Scraptor is going to push in from blue along with 2 other players on his team. That's going to be Ying and whoever's got the diffuser. That's Maverick being played by Dank. So they are droning out. They see that it's clear and they are going to start moving their way in. Ying just pushing straight through here to pillars. And Revolve just comes off the drones or the cams a little bit too late. But we do see the Bandit of Welly just swinging around that doorway, getting that pick, evening out the man count to 4-4. Now that's big utility out of the way, losing Sentir. Revolve, all you've really lost there is a gun. His utility will be put down already, but you are losing a very good gun. Revolve being the #1 champion. Sentir, not #1 champion, but Ying, huge utility. Absolutely brilliant for pushing into a site. And ideally not the player that we should have seen pushing in to take down that player on pillars, because the utility is just too useful when you get to the late round. So I would rather have seen Ramtian playing as Ash, making that push onto the player in pillars. Now though, he is going to start entering into electrical. We can see that wall is open. Zachariah is there waiting, holding an angle onto the doorway, waiting for a player to make their way in. Tears playing as Zofia is going to pre-fire to try to get a lucky pick, but there is no one there to take down. And there we can see Barbed Wire getting torn apart by the lifeline of Zofia. She's just got 2 lifelines left, and those are the concussion grenades. That's going to be useful for finding out where players are if it comes down to it, if there's no drones left. She shoots down the hallway to Laundry, doesn't manage to pick the target, and we are now seeing Cuhh looking like they're stalling out a little bit. Maverick wants to move in and start to plant, but he's waiting for Ash to clear everything out. He's going to open up a hole here in this wall from electrical into the site to allow an angle onto this player just to the left here of where Ramtin is peeking. Very common position to be right back against that wall. Stun grenades are going to go out. And Zachariah is going to get torn to shred by Tears, literally tearing him apart. One player in the freezer now, but a beautiful grenade there from Dank onto Jeans. And Dank is in and starting to plant. Welly and Logic probably not going to be able to deny this. There's only one C4 left on the board as Logic does claim a life. C4 does go out when it does get the kill, but it is just a fraction of a second too late. And it was an impactless C4. All it did was pad the stats as 2 players from Cuhh managed to pick up those last 2 kills through that little maverick hole made there along that wall. Beautiful play there from Cuhh as they do manage to take another round. And that puts them on match point at 6-3 now. Just one more left for them to put in the win column. And they do take home this map. Their map pick. Sorry, no, it wasn't their map pick. I'm lying to you. It's Milkshake's map pick. Ooh, so Milkshake losing at the moment on their own map. That's not... it's not where they want to be. It's not where they want to be at all. All right. Now, as we can see from the scoreboard, very evenly spread there for Cuhh when it comes to the kill counts in that last round. Laundry and supply room is going to get played again by Milkshake. They clearly don't want to go up to the first floor. For some reason, they don't want to try meeting, kitchen or dining. They are just going to play laundry and supply room and dorms right now. I expect we'll see them rotate to somewhere different a little bit later on. I'd be surprised if we just see these 2 sites coming out for the next 3 rounds in a row, or the next 2 rounds after this, if indeed we do go that distance. But let's see what they're going to pull out. So a bit of a standard setup coming out here again. No reinforcements on the walls yet though. Late reinforcements, I guess. Late reinforcements. Now, instead of opening a rotate in that laundry wall, it looks like Logic is just opening up a hole to chuck stuff. Oh no, he's just being really efficient at opening up the whole wall. He doesn't want just a small rotate, he wants a whole wall. Okay, fair enough. Guess that stops you from getting caught in a small hole when you're trying to make it away quickly. Some sort of explosive going off right at the start of the round there. What was that? Ash has still got all her breaching rounds. Sophia's still got all her utility. There's... Oh, 1 grenade from Maverick has been spent. That's what it is. Interesting. Wonder why he threw that. Didn't manage to kill himself, at least. That's the main thing. All right, drones go out. They spot the player at pillars. Nothing unusual. We can see a player upstairs on backstairs starting to make their way down. Revolve this time does not fall for it. It is Zachariah who's playing on pillars. Zachariah moves out of the way. Manages to get that pick onto Buck, which isn't a huge loss, that utility, for Cuhh. It's not a huge loss, but it is a good gun. As Ramtin does go down, he's likely to get revived, I think. I'm not sure where he is. I think he's on backstairs. Yeah, he's on backstairs. And none of his teammates are actually there to help him right now. So he is going to stay down for a little while longer, leaving us effectively in a 4v3. Sophia is going to go up to get that revive onto Ramtin. So we will be coming back into a 4v4. Oh no, Maverick's managed to make it around. We will be going back into a 4v4, but Ramtin very low in health right now. He is in a little bit of trouble. Bandit batteries are going to go down on the main wall, trying to trick whatever's going on out there, and I suspect that those bandit batteries will just get left there now. He's not going to do any more tricking at this point. There is no one there on elbow trying to get that wall open. Cuhh have committed to a pillars take here right now, as they are just stacked up here with 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go on the clock. They have 5 drones available to them, 1 minute 15 seconds. They need to start using their drones to get intel. We can see that there is 1 drone bouncing around at least. That's going to make it into freezer. It's not going to make it out. No, it is going to make it out of freezer. His revolve gives us a little shake of the head there to say, yeah, I should have got that. I should have got that. Now, playing in freezer as smoke, very strong player, very strong position. Typically, you find players pushing into that doorway just to the left there of tiers and planting directly in the doorway right by that shelving unit. When you're playing as smoke in that freezer, you can just very easily peek around through. Oh no! Did we just see that? Dank! He gets a stream achievement for that. Overcooked. Dank suicides with a grenade. That is most unfortunate for Dank. Yeah. He's going to be upset about that one. Logic, though, with the C4 into scrap. So that's 2 very quick explosive kills there. Or explosive deaths, rather, on the side of Cuhh. as we see Rampton in a 1v2 against Revolve and Logic. He's going to pre-fire through the soft wall, but we've got one player standing there at the rotate. 10 seconds to go. The pressure here is all on Rampton and not at all on Milkshake. Milkshake need to play it smart, not peek, and just wait. They just need to wait and make sure they don't lose their lives. Loads of pre-fires coming up from Rampton, but he's not going to hit the spots. And that is Cuhh not taking that round, and it sounds like a player left. Okay, can we get a pause, please, if you haven't already? Thank you. All right, cool, cool. All right, we are going to get a pause. So we won't go into a rehost mode just yet. We'll assume that he will join back in a moment. All right, so 6-4. Milkshake managed to claw back around. They've still got 2 rounds that they need to win in a row in order to get to match point. And even then, they have to win another 2 if they want to take this map. It's going to be a struggle for Milkshake at this point. It's going to be a struggle. I can see in the chat that Jeans is having some problems with lagging, but he should be able to get back in. Once we get over to the EU servers, obviously he'll be all okay, and we might see these issues cropping up for Cuhh. This is the joys of playing multiplayer games across the world. But it's interesting. I'm really pleased that we can be here today to do this special European versus American game. Very exciting. Very exciting indeed. Oh, I can hear game chat. I didn't realize I had game chat sound. All right. We are still just waiting for Jeans, and I can see what's going on in the stream at the moment. We're just catching up. For anyone that's wondering, we do have a 1 minute and 30-second delay on the stream. So if you're in the chat and you see players that are in the game, don't worry, they're not stream sniping. Well, they might be trying to, but they can't really because of the 90-second delay. So they're not gonna be able to catch anything that's particularly useful. So they're welcome to sit and watch the stream, but it's not going to give them any advantage in this game at all, I don't feel. Now we are going to see a fair bit of operator switching coming out from Revolve as he tries to find the right player for him. Hopefully he finds the right one. Alright. Dank's biggest weakness was himself, says Italian. Hey, I just read that message and it was from Italian or Observer. I didn't even realise. Hey! Good to see him interacting with the chat. Hopefully he's not listening to me through Discord and also through the stream, because that'd be really confusing for him. Very confusing. Hey, Tilly Path, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Thank you to everyone who's joined. Thank you to everyone who's followed and anyone who might have subscribed so far. Yeah, so talking about 3 Canadians, we do have 5 UK players on Milkshake, and then for Cuhh, we have 3 Canadians and 2 Americans. Now, where in America they're from, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know, I'm sorry. But I do know that we have 3 from Canada. Where exactly they're from in Canada, I don't know, but I just know they're Canada. All right, thank you everyone for waiting patiently. It looks like we're having trouble getting Jeans back in. The site for the next round has been selected. It is going to be dorms, so I'm just going to make a note of that. And let's see how it's going to play out when eventually we get back to it. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream so far. Imagine thinking Cuhh is going to win. Well, 24% of people thought that Cuhh was going to win, and at the moment 24% of people had the right idea, but we do still have 2 extra maps to go. Potentially. I mean, it is a best of 3, so if Cuhh win this one and then manage to take map number 2 as well, then there won't be a map 3 at all. But the ping just might be enough that we do get a map number 3. We might get a map number 3. Now, while we're here waiting, let's remind ourselves of the community poll, shall we? We have the power. Let's remind ourselves. We are now playing on EU servers. This is EU versus the Americans. Let's put that 1 map win up there for Cuhh. We can see that we've now lit that up. They are 1 map up. This is a best of 3. If they win this one, they win it all. That's it. But if they don't win this one, then we get map number 3, which is going to be a surprise to the teams. They actually didn't know what I was going to pick, though if they've been watching the stream, then they do know. But it's going to be Villa. Now, blue team are defending first, so they will ban first, and it's going to be Ying is taken off the board. Now, we did see a lot of Ying play coming out there on Oregon, so maybe that's why Milkshake have decided that they want to get that out of the way. Let's set these up on the stream as well. Actually, I was writing them down, but I need to put them on the stream. That's more important. And I can write them down later. So that's Ying. Let's see. We had Thatcher coming out from last time, and they're going to stick with Thatcher this time. He's going to be the same ban. Last time for bans, they went with Malusi when it came to the defensive side. Let's see if they are going to stick with that, or if they're going to go for something a little bit different. And they are going to go for Malusi yet again. We had Goyo coming out from Milkshake on the previous game. Let's see what's going to happen. Mirror. All right, let's get that mirror ban. Mrs. Toot, could you do me a favor, please? Actually, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, there's the bans up on the top of the screen. Mirror was the last ban. I need to write that down. There we go. First site to get played is going to be Bar and Cocktail. That's the first site that's going to come out here. No big surprise. Normally it's Bar and Cocktail or Kitchen, but typically Bar and Cocktail is the most common one. Now, stream. I am just going to tweet. I'm not just being lazy. I need to tweet that the map number 2 is starting up.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Alright, Twitch.tv, in case you didn't know. I mean, you're here, you're watching, you know what it is, but I've got to write this in the tweet as well. There we go, TootXB. Let's tweet that out. There we go. Brilliant. Let's just scroll down, look at the setup that we're going to get here. And then people do their magic. Alright, now what kind of setup are we going to get? So we're going to get some holes opened up here. Big fan of rotate being opened up here in the wall between pallets or wood, whatever you choose to call it, into the back of the bar. Standard reinforcements here. Single reinforcement here rather than 2. We've got no one going for a spawn peek. We've got an ADS down here to stop any grenades that might come through that hatch. Standard reinforcement, rotate through onto Shaiko. Someone rappelling up on the balcony here. I hate how it doesn't let you go over there. It's really annoying. That's going to be Sledge. It's going to be rappelling up to new balcony, I suspect, or heaven as it's typically called. As Zachariah is just going to sit here behind the bar. Oh, that door gets open. When he opens fire a little bit prematurely, Revolve is there backing him up, but that player is going to back out. He's going to move in, and Welly is going to take him down. Great pick there. To him, does Welly know that there is a second player standing just outside? He might well do, because he's standing there holding that as if he knows about it. We can hear Zofia opening fire onto something. Scrapta with a dirty little bullet hole there on that window on White Stairs. That could be huge. And Zofia opens up another window herself, and Welly is now taking his eyes away from that doorway and focusing on the red stairs. Hatches are still closed, and the American team here doing things a little bit differently. They are going to open that hatch now. Welly hears it just as it goes off. Not totally on the ball there. Normally you'd expect to hear the... Always going to come to the White Stairs. Is that bullet hole going to be the end of him? Let's watch from Scrapta's point of view as he is looking through it. Are we going to see a player there? Oh, we see some feet. But he's not going to open fire just yet. Oh, he sees the head. What a play from Scrapta. Well done. Welly gets the double kill. So that is man advantage going to MS right now, as we see Revolve is getting taken down by Tez. I tried to switch to Revolve because I thought he was going to get that pick, to be honest. It looked like he was more likely, as Danko opens fire to the player over there in lounge. There's 3 versus 3 now, as Mozzie manages to get that kill. That's the triple kill for Welly. Is he going to be able to get any more? He throws out the C4, but before he can set it off, Tears comes in and tears him apart. That's the double kill for Tears. 2 left to find. He sees the player on white stairs, but it is actually a dead body. So he opens fire into nothing. Player there runs back into Cocktail. That is Zachariah, I believe, playing on Valkyrie. He's going to hold this angle, waiting for Tears to come round. And Tears is just going to slow down. Oh, but Zachariah sees it, managed to get the pick. 1v2 now. Black Eye there above the bar to give the intel. But Logic, with that dirty hole in that little cabinet, manages to see the opponent and rip him to shreds. Oh, look at that. That's a nice little angle. Oh, beautifully done, Logic. Well played. And that is round number 1 going to Milkshake on bar and Cocktail. So a much stronger start than they had on the first map. That much is certain so far. All right. Okay, kitchen and service is going to be the next site to get played. They can't go back to bar and Cocktail because they have won it, so they are going to head downstairs to service. Kitchen and service, to be precise. I typically call it double kitchen, but it's actually not called double kitchen. All that's kitchen, cooking, kitchen, service. I call it double kitchen. That's probably okay. Service and cooking. Double kitchen. Let's just call it double kitchen. Alrighty. I'm going to write that as a bit differently to how I do normally. Alright, so down here on the first floor, we are going to get standard reinforcements here on the freezer wall. We're likely to get a reinforcement up here on the hatch as well. We've got Jeans putting down an ADS here in coffee or water or whatever you choose to call this. I don't know what people call it. Let us know in the Twitch chat what you call this. Coffee is typically what we call it in Europe, I think. I call it SMWD because we have a player on a team who always sits in this position whenever they play this map. So I just call that SMWD, but a lot of you watching this, that's not going to mean anything. Alright, standard double reinforcements going up in service. We've got an ADS here to stop any throwables from coming through this window. And Jeans is likely to be playing here behind this bar with the late reinforcement, say bar counter. With this late reinforcement here on the small bakery wall, we've got Nomad being played by Sentir, coming around here to join his 3 teammates at the front of the cafe. But we are going to have Sledge, it looks like. Oh, I thought he was going to go to small bakery, but he's not. He's rappelling up. We are going to get a top-down take here, possibly, as Sledge heads up to the roof. And we'll clear top floor. Now, as we can see, we do have one attacker, or one defender, rather, playing on the top floor. Who is it, though? Who is it? It is Welly. He does like it up here. That drone is going to get dropped down, and it is going to spot him. He takes the drone out, but he is going to move so that he doesn't just get dropped and shot straight away. He's going to start making his way around to Piano, as Ramtin is already in, having dropped down the red hatch. Holding that angle, waiting for a flank. It doesn't look like it's going to come, though. Zachariah is running around downstairs, but he's not coming up that staircase. Welly, playing over here, knows that someone's coming this way, and he manages to take down Sledge. Welly doing a brilliant job. And that's the double. Revolve gets one at the same time onto Scraptor, leaving us in a 5v3. Welly doesn't manage to get his third, but he's done everything that he needs to do. That is a well worthwhile trade. Great play to Milkshake. Sentir and Tears now in a 2v4. Still very winnable for them. Tears upstairs. Hey, poetry. But they do have top floor control. There is no one up here. And there is no one from the defense on the second floor either. Everyone is down on first floor. We've got Logic and Jeans just here on the west side. We've got one player here. Revolve takes down Tears, leaving Sentir all on his own in a 1v4. And not sure what he's going to do. He's got 1 minute 15 seconds to go. One drone in his pocket. He's not a hard breach. He's not going to get through a wall, but he is going to get shot to death by Revolve. Sentir looks completely the wrong way. Revolve is there, and he takes advantage of the fact that Nomad's ACOG was in the way and didn't spot him, and Revolve is going to get that pick. Putting the first 2 rounds on the board here for Milkshake. Already doing better than we saw in the last map. Reading Room and Fireplace is going to be the next site to get played. Now, it's worth pointing out that on Oregon, we only saw Cuhh winning 2 rounds in a row once. Other than that, it was alternate rounds being won every single time. So if Milkshake are managing or are able to win a 3rd round in a row right here, that's going to break that track record so far. And could show a very good sign that Milkshake are going to be a lot more dominant here on their home servers than they were on the US servers. It's not their home map, but it is their home server, and that could be all the difference. Now, what we'll see coming out here is probably an extended hold to upstairs. You do want to get control of the top floor when you're attacking reading room and fireplace. This whole floor is destructible and looks over the whole of this site. So what will typically happen is this site will get opened up so you can watch it from white stairs or from over here through holes in this wall, and the players will sit on site around here, or at least maybe 2 of them anyway. The rest of the players will be upstairs, because what happens as an attacker is you want to get up here, open up holes, so that you can either get the picks on the defenders that are down here, or move them out of their defensive position so that they're in an uncomfortable spot. Once you've done that control, you then either want to drop this hatch and go through a rotate that will be open here in this wall on the right hand side, which you can see it is, or you want to use your hard breacher, which in this case is going to be Hibana, jump over the side, and then open up this wall right here so you can come in and plant right behind this bookshelf. And those are the 2 most common plays. Sorry, alternatively, you come through this doorway here on the left and plant right here in the corner behind this bookcase, and then cover it from above. Now Logic gets the early pick, gets 2 early picks. How's he managed that? There was me, too busy talking about strategies, and Logic is too busy running around just shooting mans in the face and getting kills. Oh, pre-fires come out through that wall. They almost tear Logic a new one, but he manages to get away with his life. He pre-fires through the window. Doesn't do any damage. He gets fired on back. All 3 players now stacked up on this side of the building. All of them are on the west looking through these windows. Sorry, 2 of them on the west looking through these windows with Scraptor all on his own over here on the south side. And he's going to be rappelling up to join his teammates probably by coming in to the top floor. But we do have Jeans here watching a little hole onto that window. Oh, we get the standard run out from Zachariah, but Scraptor reads into it perfectly as well. He's going to hold behind the bar. Logic playing here in train. Jeans playing up on the top floor still, and Revolve still up on the top floor. So we are halfway into the round, and the attackers have managed to do no damage at all to the top floor defense. They've got both hatches open, but they are really stalling out here. As Ramtin playing on Jackal is going to spot those footprints, and he is going to get that ping. That is Vigil is going to be found. Vigil is going to either move away or he's going to bait, and it looks like he's going to play the bait. Oh, but it's perfectly read into by Jackal, who does take him down. Those pings let him know where they are, and he predicts that the player has dropped down into a prone position. He does get that pick. He opens up the hatch and sees the last player, but he is going to duck out of the way as Logic is just going to play down below and move over into mining room. Welly playing here in the library. Jeans on the white stairs just down below, rotating around between kitchen and the fireplace. As Ramtin is now in train and trying to find those targets. Hibana opening up the floor here. Interesting floor to open as Logic takes down Tears, leaving us in a 2v3 in favor of Milkshake. Diffuser has been dropped. Ramtin's going to come round to the library doorway, but there's no one there to see. Oh no, that player is outside. Pulse has his scanner out, and Pulse now knows where he is. We see Pulse turn around, and he's going to spot him. Scraptor holding this angle onto the top of white stairs. Pre-firing through the floor, but there's nothing to find. The player on white stairs has backed out and is going to be over here in the flank. And we haven't seen the play on site at all yet. Oh no, Diffuser is now dropped upstairs on red. That is it. That is a Milkshake round. And they will be the first team to take 3 in a row. Beautiful kill there from Scraptor as he gets Welly. He's not going to find another one. And that is the first time we've seen one team win 3 rounds in a row. All right. Okay, bar and cocktail. We have seen this site played once already by Milkshake. What is going on? Hey, what's happening in the chat, people? Let's not have naughtiness in chat, please.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Alright, so top floor, bar and cocktail. Like I was saying, we've seen Milkshake play here once already, and they've won it once already. They are currently 3-0 up. Now they need to win this map in order to go to map number 3 and stand a chance of winning. The server that we play on for map number 3 is to be determined by whoever has won the most amount of rounds across the first 2 maps. Now, if this map were to go to Milkshake at this point with 7 rounds, we need to see, or Cuhh at least, need to see themselves win more than 4 rounds in order for them to pick what server we play on. And that could be all the difference here today. It could be all the difference. It's the server that we're playing on. Alright, double reinforcement going up here on the wall into bar. Double reinforcement here into freezer. And double reinforcement here into the bathroom.
Activating jammer. Activating jammer.
How close was map 1? It was a 7-4. Love. 7-4. Alright, looks like we've got to look at a bit of a cheeky spawn peek coming out. Oh! He sees Scraptor and does tag him with a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be enough to finish him off. Zachariah looked like he was just looking at outside cameras trying to get the intel. The black eye is going to let everyone know that that hatch has been opened and there is a player on this window here in Cigar Lounge, and that drone is going to come in. It's going to see the black eye most likely as Gene's standing up here on the bar with a very good angle down there onto a default pushing position. As Revolve is downstairs on floor number 2, outside reading room, just waiting patiently to find something. Sentier opens up that hole, ready to run into Cigar. 1 player still up on the roof with him, 2 repelling on windows, and at 1 minute 40 seconds, we need to see Cuhh really starting to make their pushes onto the site. But instead, we're just going to see them make a push into Welly's bullets. Bullets that have been very, very good so far for Welly in this matchup. Certainly on this map. He does even more damage to him. Oh my god, what a headshot. As he takes down Scraptor, Revolve gets one of his own, and we are again in a 5. Welly gets another one. Cares all on his own, repelling outside, manages to pick off Zachariah, but they know exactly where he is. Welly is absolutely insane on this map. 8-3 right now. 8-3. I mean, Logic's got a better KD, but he hasn't picked off 8 players. Tears up in this hatch, just trying to get this player who's baiting him with this shotgun. That is going to be Logic. Is he going to be able to get the kill? He wants the kill. He's got no C4 left. He sees the gun. He has a rough idea of where he's going to be. Is he going to give up? He is going to give up as Tears is just bait for kills with 40 seconds remaining. Yeah, mods, don't be afraid to just hand out timeouts or bans or whatever if necessary. I know you don't need me to tell you that, but there we go. Logic gets that pick eventually after very much dancing around. All of the dancing around eventually pays off, and he does a little celebration test of his B button there to make sure that he hasn't broken it with all that dancing. It does still work. That is good for Logic. And we are going to see Milkshake head back to Double Kitchen as we go into round number 5. I can see in the team chat one of the American players going, "This ping is so unfair, LMFAO." So they're now experiencing what Milkshake were experiencing in map number 1. So Double Kitchen we're going to go to. Scraptor is going to play Yana, but is going to 6-pick to go onto Hibana. He does like Hibana. He does like Hibana indeed.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
All right, so downstairs in Double Kitchen. Zachariah in VIP. Is he putting down a black eye somewhere here? We can't see it, but I'm guessing there's a black eye gone out here in VIP.
Located by attackers. 10 seconds to go.
Activating camera.
Let's take a look at the pings. There are some high pings there.
heading out to defuse a bomb.
Alright, so Dank is going to pick up the drone and he is going to head up to the top floor. Sentir is coming around to join him, it looks like, and Scraptor and Jackal rappelling up here to the balcony, or at least Jackal is, as Tears is going to come around and rappel up on the south side of the building. And they do have these hatches open and are getting ready to make a push. Jackal scanning those footprints. He's going to find Mozzie, it looks like. Mozzie has taken a bit of damage playing in the same position that he's been playing in pretty much every round so far, and has been doing very well. As Logic playing here on red stairs, waiting to find that player coming down red. Jackal's going to ping someone else, and it's going to be Vigil, so they know exactly where Vigil is now. That's Revolve, who is just going to head back downstairs towards the site. He's going to use his utility, but that doesn't stop the pings. It's not Kavera. And it doesn't work that way as Ramtin gets taken down by Logic. Joining his teammate Jeans down at the bottom. In Small Bakery. Revolve still up top. Welly still up top. Sakurai with a nice Valkyrie counter there, knowing that people are coming in through Bakery. Trying to spot all these cams that are going out. So many. Dank does manage to take down Revolve. And he manages to take down Jeans as well. Dank has taken control of Bakery and they're starting to push their way in. Just pre-firing absolutely everything. Going to take out the utility there, and that is done. We do have this wall here into prep opened up to allow that long angle down here to deny anyone pushing that window or from coming down here and trying to stop this main wall from getting opened. Now we do have diffuser dropped in Bakery. 1 minute remaining. Pre-fires going down onto Bar as we are in a 3v3. Logic with that C4 is going to pull it, throw it upstairs, but there's no one there to kill. Tears jumps in. And he does open the floor, which triggers Logic to set off that C4, but it doesn't find the target. Sophia takes a few bullets. Tears is down, and he does get picked off by Logic. As we now see this main wall into sight getting opened, it is a 3v2, but both players left on the US team are at full health. Bandit tries to trick that wall. He is not successful. Center manages to take him down. But Center does get downed and finished off himself, leaving Scraptor as the last player standing in a 1v2. But Zachariah is there, he gets the headshot, and he gets that win, and the round goes to Milkshake. Round number 5. It's 5 in a row. And these pings might be a big issue for the American team. Let's see how this continues to play out. Oh, I've got my game audio too high. There we go, let's turn that down a bit. I had to turn it up for, if I put it here. Bear with me for a second, stream. I turned my game audio up for the US game because the Twitch feed was very quiet in comparison to when I'm streaming it myself live.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So let's just turn that down a bit. That should be okay now. I think that's a bit more standard. As Reading Room and Fireplace is going to be the last site that Milkshake play on defense. Now, if there's too much of a ping issue, we might find that we don't even go to a map 3 if we can't sort out the servers. We are currently on North EU, which is supposed to be the best one apparently for North America.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds left before.
Alright, Jean's opening up the standard holes here in Reading Room. Welly opening up a window, possibly looking for a little bit of a peek. He's going to go onto cams, he's going to jump out. But he is going to get predicted and taken down beautifully by Dank. Dank takes a little bit of damage in the meantime, but he does manage to get the pick. And that is Welly's reign of terror over, at least for this round. He's not going to be able to do any more damage unless he's got really good drones laying about the place. Alright, so what do we got? Oh, Logic playing here under the window. He's going to jump out and take down Sentir. Sentir hears it, but it's just a little bit too late. 4v3 now. As Revolve takes down Dank, and this is looking hugely like a Milkshake round. As Tears repels up on that window, Revolve gets the triple kill. And Scraptor up here on the hatch, just like a previous round that we saw. Is going to shake the head and wait patiently. He's going to chuck in a stun grenade. He's going to peek the doorway. He's going to open fire, but he's not going to do any damage. It looks like C4 gets pulled. It's not going to hurt him.
Sensor deployed.
Let's see how this is going to work now. So Logic is going to go onto his pulse scanner to see if he can find where the player is. Is this library NA? So we have played one map already on North America servers, and now we're playing one map on EU servers to balance it out a bit. But I think, I mean, I didn't really notice what the pings were when we were on the EU, on the US servers, to be honest. But I don't know if they were that high at 120. Scraptor just droning, pinging. We're going to see 50 seconds here of drones playing with defenders. I doubt we're going to get another highlight. Let me move this out of the way. Ah, Mrs. Toot removing bans for some reason. Hey, thank you for the follow. It's very much appreciated. Have you guys been appealing your bans and Mrs. Toot has courteously taken pity and lifted them up?
15 seconds to go. 10 seconds remaining.
And there we go. Finally, Revolve gets the kill onto Scraptor. And that's the end of the round, and we go 6-0 at the end of the first half. This is a very different match to what we saw in the last one. All right, bar and cocktail. All right.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I just need to cough. Bear with me, stream.
Jammer ready.
All right, so Sentir running around. Let's see what kind of setup we're going to get here. Standard barbed wire down here under the hatch in case anyone drops. Standard ADS to stop at least one chuckable from coming in.
10 seconds.
Oh no! That's the team kill. That's most unfortunate. Dank gets the our own worst enemy achievement
Locate a bomb and defuse it.
for team killing on stream. That is not cool. We can see there are some definite issues here.
Attackers drop the diffuser. Attackers.
All right, so Logic making his way up to the top with his teammates. That hatch is going to get opened, and I suspect we're going to see a bit more aggression coming out here from Milkshake. They've clearly found that, certainly on this server at the moment against the American team, the advantage is if they just play quickly. So that is what they're going to go for, it looks like, as that shock drone is going to get taken out by Revolve's own utility. We've got one player here in Cigar. We've got Mute just jumping up here under that skylight, jumping over the little bars there to make a rotate through Shaiko onto Cocktail. We've got Ramtin playing here behind this little bar. C4 goes out, takes a little bit of damage off of Jeans. Revolve takes down Sentir, but Revolve gets the double. 5v2. Tears just sitting here waiting, but he's looking the wrong way. And Dank is going to get taken down, and that's a 7-0 for Milkshake. Now, we need to see what we're going to do about servers for the next game, because there might be some concerns from the American team about the advantage that Milkshake had on that server. All right, we will take a break while we discuss what we're going to do about servers for the next game, if there is going to be a next map. All right, let's go back to last map. And like I say, we might have a rehost at the end of map 1, at the end of round 1. Let's keep an eye on the pings here. Actually, I need to look at the bans first, so let's keep an eye on the pings. Don't think it's letting me change. Alright, Thatcher's going to get banned first by the orange team. No big surprise, that's very common. Let's see who's going to get banned by blue. Let me just make sure I've got the right... Yeah, that's Thatcher. It's going to be Jackal. So Jackal has been troublesome for Milkshake, with him being played quite a lot by Cuhh. So it makes good sense to get him off the board. Let's see who's going to be banned on defense. Alright, Mirror, which was the same ban as last time for Milkshake. So they just want to get Mirror out there. Let's see who we are going to see banned this time on Cuhh. It was Malusi last time. Let's see if we get a follow-up to that. Mirror is a good pick for Villa. Very strong on Aviator in games specifically. And it's going to be Vigil. So Revolve does play a lot of Vigil. So it kind of makes good sense to ban Vigil. Though Jaeger is still on the board, he can play Jaeger. But Welly will also play Jaeger. Bear me for a second, stream. Alright. Aviator in games is going to be the first site to get played. Now let's see if we can see something slightly different coming out here through this round than what we saw in Cafe, where Milkshake clearly had the upper hand on that map, whether it's down to pings or ability or whatever. Clearly there were some challenges with connection. Let's see how that plays out in this one. As we can see, I'm guessing it's the Canadian players that are up there at the 115 mark, and probably the American players that are down there on the 78 mark. That's my assumption anyway. Now Siege doesn't really let you mess around with servers too much, so it might be that we just can't pick another server anyway, I don't know. Chat, we don't need to have all of this EU is better than America or America is better than EU. We're all just people. We're all just people. Just enjoy the game. Just enjoy the game. Alright, so starting on defense on a Is it a defender-sided map? I think people say it's defender-sided. Certainly the top floor sites typically are. Logic is going to rappel up to the balcony while the rest of his team is going to come over from Fountain. And it looks like the main road and start rappelling up here to the 90 window. And we're going to have Jeans and Zachariah coming in from the master bedroom side, with Zachariah going to be droning for his teammate Jeans, who's going to drone as well, actually. It sounded like we heard a person there, but there isn't actually anyone there. It is clear. And that Gemini is going to go in behind Logic. That doesn't make much sense. Okay, Gemini is going to split apart from Logic as Jeans takes his drone through. And that's almost this side completely cleared out, as we have the defenders all stacked up here on site. Now, I think if there is a ping issue here, then really, I guess maybe the US team need to maybe just swing stuff more rather than hold angles. That's how it works, right? I think. Eddie PCM, I did go for West EU, but I don't know if it actually accepted it. I don't know if it accepted it. Right, Rampton is going to be laying here on the main stairs, just holding and waiting for stuff to happen. Logic coming up red stairs, joining his team who are up here trying to get control of this full wall. We have Sentir. Grenade is going to go out. That ADS is going to get blown up rather than stop that grenade. It was out of commission. And Rampton, the SAS boys are here at the end. Now Tez does manage to take down one player. As we can see, Rampton pushing up to 90, but there's no player there as Revolve is going to peek it and he gets that headshot onto Rampton. Jeans gets one of his own, making it a 4v3. All three players here from the defense are on site or in vault. Logic is going to make his way in and take down that Banshee. Impact grenade is going to go out and take just over half of Logic's health away from him. He was going to put down the air jab on the sofa, but it's not going to happen as Revolve comes in and cleans up that double kill. Scrapter is the last player standing. He manages to down one. He doesn't manage to down the second. And he just moves into vault and manages to clear up. Now, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here about servers, to be honest. I am just going to keep going and see how this works out. It may be that the guys ask to bring Italian back on and we host in the same US server that we had before. I don't know. I don't know what will happen. But I can only do so much when it comes to server switching, unfortunately. All right.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
So we head back to Aviator and Games. Let's see what kind of setup we get. We're going to get pretty much the same setup we saw last time. Double reinforcement here, single reinforcement on vault as you would expect. Rotate here, out onto the classical hall. Typically you might see a shield get placed around here. Either here on the doorway on this side, or here on the rotate. Most commonly the doorway though. Also sometimes you see a shield up here at the top of the main stairs watching over into study. Logic leaves his drone just out here somewhere, and Jeans and Zachariah are going to spawn over here at the fountain and start to push their way towards the building. Welly and Revolve coming over here from the main road, with Logic all on his own, spawning over here on the ruins. No one spawning with him. Logic, with no friends, is going to be all on his own at the ruins and make his way up onto the roof. Interesting. Very rare that you see people. I never use the roof on this map. I think I've been up onto the roof maybe twice out of all the times I've played this map. I very, very rarely come up here. I guess he just picked the wrong spawn point as he has, or he just wanted to put his steps in for the day. There you go. So he runs all the way over and then just boom, straight in the window. Just zoom, and he's in. Oh, there you go. Bit of a lag spike there. As we have complete control of the north side of the building. Flank watch is going down in the form of an air jab at the top of the stairs. Personally, I prefer to put it up here on the wall there. Although I guess if you put it here, then even if you vault over the side or whatever, then the player goes down and they're exposed at the top of the staircase rather than being knocked backwards down the stairs, I suppose. So I guess that's the advantage of putting it there at the top of the banister. All right, Revolve just quickly peeking, seeing that default shield being placed there. It has been put there behind that doorway. 2 ADSs to stop any throwables from taking that down. Those ADSs are going to get burnt out. That third bit of utility is going to go out. The Sentier is going to start to push it. That Banshee is right by the door, which will slow down anyone trying to push that way. Looks like Sentier was going to go for a reinforcement, but he's not sure if a player was trying to make his way down the classical hall, which they're not. We've got 2 players up on landing, trying to work out what they're going to do. As Tears playing in Vault, looking for a kill through that drone hole very possibly. Dank playing on site. Scraptor playing on site, trying to trick this wall. He has taken that battery off, but Zachariah going for the shots onto the feet. As we see Logic go down. Tears is down, Scraptor is up. Tears is going to make it away over here into the site, but Jeans is at the top of the red stairs. And we'll be looking to get a pick. There is a player over there in study now. If Tears, or sorry, if Jeans had kept on watching that, he would have seen Rampton here. Rampton is going to open fire. He's not going to do any damage. He's going to back out. Pulling out the shotgun will allow him to drop down if he needs to. Jeans is just going to push his way into sight. Pre-firing through that soft wall, but he's not going to do any damage. Revolve, though, does take down Rampton. There we go. That is one attacker down. That's Diffuser dropped in the middle of the site. 3v3. Ascenti is taking a load of damage, but he does manage to take down Welly. Oh, there he goes with that shotgun. That's what you want to do if you're at ping disadvantage. Just whip out a shotgun and just shoot people in the chest. Zachariah starts to push round into Vault now. 1v3. And this could be a round. It is a round for the American team. After one map of not winning a round, they do manage to bring one back now. So great work there for the guys of Cuhh as they manage to even it out 1-1 at the end of round number 2 on map number 3. All right. All right, Trophy and Statue, the next site to get played. Let's press this button here. There we go. All right. Wow, it's 10:30 already. We started at 8 o'clock. 2.5 hours we've been going. Thank you very much to everyone for coming along and watching and following. Not so much thanks to the people that have been in the stream, possibly causing a bit of trouble. Oh, can they? Okay, thanks, Crying Knights, for letting me know that about the air jab. I've never seen it happen, or had it bypassed when I've done it, but I guess I don't play high-level players that don't really know. All right, so what is happening? Standard reinforcements going up here on the closet. Trophy and Statuary, we've got standard reinforcement right here. Sometimes you'll get a rotate here, but not in this situation. That has been left just soft. 2 ADSs here by the Trophy, so I guess someone's going to be sitting here. Sorry, not Trophy, the Statuary. So someone's going to be sitting around there. I guess we've got a Banshee there to slow down anyone trying to push in through that doorway, along with some barbed wire. Triple reinforcement here with the Qaid over here on the other side, opening up the holes, ready to do impact tricking or C4 tricking if necessary. But we do have Scraptor playing right here, who does have impact grenades and will be able to trick. All right. Let's take a look at what's going on. So Revolve coming up over here into the bathroom, getting ready to make his way. And he's going to chuck a drone as he opens that window, and he is going to start droning out. Jeans is on drone as well, pinging the Electro Claws, so his teammates know exactly where it is. That's a good placement for an Electro Claw. That's not going to get taken down easily. It's going to need Twitch to take care of that. Or someone down below who can shoot it out, but there is no one down below. Twitch is going down there, probably to look for those pings, and we'll try to shoot it from underneath. Although Welly is there. Welly could have done it. Oh, there is a player right out here. Does he see the backpack? That player does make... Oh, no, there is no backpack to see because he is actually in the lounge, or the living room as it's called here. Oh, no, Cynthia comes in, and there's that shotgun coming in doing work as he does take down one player. Got another player here in the bathroom who looks like he's on drones. That is Revolve playing as Ash. Gas grenade goes out, and that's going to force Revolve out of position. He sees the legs. Another gas grenade goes out, pushing Revolve outside of the building. 2 gas grenades used. Smoke doing a lot of good work at the moment, but Logic does manage to take down Scraptor, and he's going to hold this angle through that breach onto the other side of the site. 4v4. Only 1 life lost by each team. 3 fires going out, but Tears does manage to take down Welly. Senti's going to push up close with that shotgun. He's just going to wait. 3rd and final gas grenade is going to go out, and Revolve isn't going to get caught in it. He's just going to hold that position. He's going to open fire, but he's going to miss all the targets as we are in a 4v3. 45 seconds to go. A lot of work to be done by the attackers, but they lose another player. C4 down below is going to go off. It's going to do a tiny bit of damage to Logic, but not enough. He is going to stay alive. And he's going to manage to take down Sentir. But he's still got 3 more to get. He sees 1 player over there. That's Malusi laying down. Malusi is going to return fire. But Logic has a lot of angles to watch. A lot of angles indeed. 20 seconds to go. No diffuser in hand. He takes down Ramtin. Is he going to 1v4 this? He's going to have to be quick if he's going to. We just need to see Cuhh take this one slowly. Oh no. Yeah, go and hide, Dank. Just go and hide. Don't go for the kill, just go into the bathroom. That's it. You didn't need to hold that. Just go into the bathroom. Just go into the bathroom. It's all about the time. It's all about the time. Alright. Ah. Hey, haters in the stream. Okay, as we go into round number 4, we are going to see dining room and kitchen get played. Cuhh are now 2 up. Sorry, not 2 up, but they've got 2 on the board. They are 1 up. Maybe this is turning into a bit more of an even battle now on this map, but I feel like we're going to see certainly the American team bringing a lot more shotgun power, not just for rotates, but it is actually proving to be very effective at getting kills. Sit by a door, wait for the fast, crazy European to just rush in, and then just take them down with a shotgun to the chest. That's the way it's working right now. Yeah, a lot of division here between the US and EU. We don't need to see the hating or whatever of the other countries. You know, we're all people. We're all people.
Camera ready to activate.
5 seconds remaining.
Now, up here, generally you'll have an upstairs hold, but it looks like Cuhh are not really going for that. We don't have anyone holding upstairs. Milkshake have complete top floor control, whether they realize it or not. So what they'll want to do is use their soft destruction, which is why they'll bring the likes of Sledge. We've got Nomad there to stop flanks while they're doing damage to up above. But they'll want to use Sledge in that vertical destruction or soft destruction to open up holes in the floor and look down onto the defenders below. Logic is going to make his way in yet again. He is playing the entry role for this team where he just pushes in. Revolve playing an entry fragger operator, but Logic is typically the first one into the building for this team. Other than drones, obviously. You know, we don't count drones when we say first person in. And I think that Milkshake are probably a little bit surprised that they've actually got so much control of the top floor, not expecting to have complete control at this point. But there is literally 0 upstairs hold coming out from the defenders. They've decided to just hold the bottom floor completely. No one even going for a flank. We've got Sentir and Ramtin over here in the living room. 2 players on site. And then the 3rd just over here on the staircase by Pantry. Jeans starting to push in through the laundry. And he's just going to play aggressively through here. But there's not much he's going to be able to do, as we do have the players upstairs now. Welly is going to be opening up holes to move those defenders out of position. There we go. That's it. They are now going to pull back. C4 gets ripped. Is getting thrown, I think. Whose was it? I'm not sure whose it was. I'm assuming it was Scraptor. We've got 4 C4s on this one. 4 C4s. Loads of vertical destruction happening with Tears taking a little bit of damage. There goes that air jab. So that flank is attempted by Sentier, but he's going to back out. He's getting pushed by the player on red stairs, and he does get taken down. But there is a refrag, leaving us in a 4v4 as Ramtin is going to make it away on his toes. Jeans takes down Scraptor, putting the man advantage in favor of Milkshake. Zachariah looking through that standard hole there into Memorial, just waiting for someone to rotate around, but there's not actually anyone in Memorial right now, I don't believe. No, it is clear, as Jeans is in Laundry and Revolve is going to be joining him. Dank takes down Welly with the SMG-11, 3v3. SAS doing great job for this team so far. Now, Jeans is in. He's in a position to plant. He opens fire, does a bit of damage to Ramtin, but doesn't manage to finish the job. He could get him plant up close, but Zachariah takes down Dank. C4 goes out, doesn't do any damage to Jeans, but that is the refrag, and it's a 2-2 as Jeans has diffuser. He's going to push in. And instead of going for the plant, he's going to go for the kill. Ramtin takes one down, and instead of going for that plant, it's like Jeans just lets him have that, almost. And Cuhh take another round, making it 3-1. So much stronger game coming out from Cuhh on Valley. Villa. This is clearly their map. This is much more their map than Cafe was. Don't know if it's servers, don't know if it's map, don't know what it is. Thank you very much for the follow. Everyone who is following, it's very much appreciated. Like I said, what is not appreciated is anyone that's in the chat causing the kind of trouble that is overworking mods to a point where we're having people asking what the mods are doing. Mods will do what they can, but when a chat moves so fast with 600 people, hard to keep on top of everything. Not an excuse, I know, but we're not a big channel here. We don't normally have audiences this large. So mods will do what they can when they can. So if you are one of those people that is causing headaches for mods, please think about what you're typing. If it's racist, if it's anti a country, sexist, homophobic, or anything like that, keep it out of the Twitch chat, please. Keep it out of the Twitch chat. Alright, Tears is tearing it up, reinforcing walls. We've got reinforced walls coming out from Sentier. Standard reinforcement here in the middle with rotates being opened up. Now what is quite common is to see a hole opened up around here in this wall and then another hole opened up here, allowing a long line of sight over to the balcony door. That isn't what we're seeing coming out from Cuhh. They are just doing a lot more reinforcing. Same setup though, reinforcement hole and a shield here on the doorway with two ADSs denying any grenades that are going to come down and try to take that shield out. But we have seen that very effectively getting bypassed by Milkshake by using two stun grenades to burn the ADS, and then the Ash breaching round just rips that shield to shreds. Now we've got a 3-man push, 4-man push coming over here from balcony. Very different to what we have seen so far coming out from Milkshake, who have been pushing a little bit differently and doing a lot of takes over here from the fountain. All right, Revolve getting onto his drones, sending drones into the building. Logic droning as well is going to find Mute at the top of the main stairs. Dank is there backing up. So this could be the play for the Americans here. Shotgun plays and have someone behind you ready to get that refrag to apply that pressure. Big misplay there from Ramtin to try to go for that C4. It made sense. It was actually a sensible play. It was unfortunate for him that he had two players pushing on him, and that shield is going to get taken down as Dank is going to have to retreat. He's going to reinforce that rotate, and that's going to slow down the attackers a little bit more as Revolve is coming up that main staircase, going to put his drone into action as Tears takes down two. Two of Milkshake fall to the gun of Tears. Great job there. And this is going to look worrying right now for Milkshake. Dank holding this angle through that wall. He sees the player but shoots a little bit too late. We can probably put that one down to ping. He probably saw him much later than we saw him, to be fair. To be fair. Tears takes down another. That's the triple kill for him. Is he going to be able to go for that ace? Logic is going to get downed. Tears gets another. The last kill, though, goes to Sentier, and that is another round on the board for Cuhh, as they go 4-1 up. Alright, what's going on here? Bear with me for a second, stream. Okay. I mean, mods, if the chat gets too much trouble, just put it into slow mode or put it into like sub-only mode or something. And then if any of my subs step out of line, then they'll be much easier to time out. I don't like stopping people talking, but if there's going to be trouble, then let's stop it.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Okay, so trophy and statuary is going to be the last site to get played on the first half by Cuhh.
Hurry, glow is up. Unrolling razor wire.
Sentry is ready and waiting.
You can stop worrying about grenades now. Rolling ADS.
10 seconds.
Right, bear with me for a second, stream.
5 seconds left for insertion.
Bear with me for a second.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Deploying ADS.
There we go. Alright. If people can't behave, then people will just lose the right to talk. Oh, did someone put it in emote mode? Okay. Jean's opening up the window. Zachariah opening up the door. Welly just giving intel with the drones, using those yellow pings as Logic is going to drone out closet to see if it's safe to jump in. Center's going to go for the big jump out here with the shotgun. He's going to take down Jeans. What a play from Center. Nicely done. Nicely done. Zachariah almost gets taken down by Rantin, but he manages to get that kill himself, but is very quickly refragged. That shield is going to be picked up by Center and replaced somewhere else.
Attackers recover the diffuser.
Good use of utility. You see it's in danger, you pick it up, you move it somewhere else. You make sure it doesn't get wasted. All right, 3v4 now, as Milkshake are at a man deficit here. 4v3, and Cuhh have started to look very strong in this map. I don't know if it's Milkshake playing differently, don't know if it's just Cuhh have realized how to crack the nut. But that intel is going to be going out to the remaining members of the attackers, saying here's a shield, there's a player there, as that drone does get taken out. Revolve is going to quickly peek that red staircase, going to start pushing in. Going to take down that barbed wire. There's no player on the statue like there normally is, waiting to deny a push. Logic is on the other side. They're getting ready to push together. Tears and Scraps are over here at bathroom, getting ready to that flank. Jaeger is here. He does have a teammate backing up. Logic does take down Scrapter, but he does get refragged by Tears. 2v2 now, as we unfortunately lose the life of Dank to Revolve, leaving us, like I say, 2v2. Pretty well evened out now. Pretty well evened out. Hey, Airjos, welcome to the stream. So, Airjos is a sub. I'm guessing that's gifted. All right, Tears does manage to down someone, leaving us in a 2v1 essentially. And now Tears and Sentia just have to play smartly and pen Revolve in. Oh, but he is going to get his teammate up, putting it back into a 2v2. 30 seconds to go. That gas grenade is going to slow down a push. But it is the last gas grenade in Smoke's pocket. He's got none left. Revolve is going to start moving in, pre-firing all the default spots. He pushes into the gas grenade, loses a bit of health, but it's okay as he starts to peek around. He sees the player there, he manages to down him at least, and he is going to back out. I assume he knows that he downed him. Sentir is just going to play here, waiting. Tears acting as a human drone. Oh no! That was a good play from Sentir, but Revolve read into it, very quickly managed to spin around, take him down and get that win. And that was a round much needed for Milkshake as they managed to go into the second half 4-2 down. Well played to them. Hey, cone on my head with the toot toots. All right, trophy and statuary. Right, as we get towards the end of the stream, what I'll do, I'll put it back so that people can talk. But if I see issues, we will just go back to sub-only mode for the rest of the stream, and that'll be it. People will have their rights taken away to talk. Only subs will be allowed to talk.
need to
Okay.
locate and defuse bombs.
I don't like stopping people talking, so we'll go back to follower mode. You can talk, but if you're not sensible, we will just go back to sub-only mode or remote-only mode for the rest of the stream, and that will be it. 4v2. Sorry, 4-2. Cuhh are in the lead. This is the last map. This is map number 3. And Cuhh are in the lead. Each team has one map each, but overall, we have seen Milkshake win the most rounds. Is it in emote only, chat? I took off subs, but is it in emote only for some reason? Because I can only see emotes getting used. Let me add the, here we go. Let's add that and see what that says. Oh no, it isn't emote only. It's just people are liking to use emotes. Fair play, fair play. All right, Welly. Little black eye going up there in the ceiling. From Logic. Nice, nice. Tears taking down the default cams, going to be rappelling his way up to the roof. No, he is going to Astro window. I assumed no, he is going to the roof. Okay. I would have assumed he'd go to Astro window. Let's take a look at these Valkyrie cams. All right, so that's a nice one there behind the plant. Take notes of these people. This is what top level players use. Watching his teammate there, just saying, hey, nice hat. Nice hat, Zachariah. I like it. I like your style. Right, Jeans manages to take down one using that powerful Roni. The Roni is a nice gun. A lot of people talk nonsense about the Roni, but it is really good. Especially when you shoot at the head. And that is, of course, the thing. Is just making sure you go for that head. Guys, you can try and go for an emote pyramid if you want to. I think there is something for emote pyramids, but I don't know how far you have to go to get the emote pyramid. Oh! Tears jumps up onto that bed, but he does get ripped right off it. That is him going for a permanent nap now. Just beside the bed, as Scraptor is very low in health. I don't think it was that C4 that did damage, but it was certainly a bullet that did that damage to Jeans, as he took a load of shots to the body and then a final shot to the head. And that was a good night for Jeans, but we are in a 4v3 now, as we do see one more player of Milkshake go down, and things are now evened out. But all of a sudden, very quickly, kills are coming up. C4 goes down, but there's no target on the other side. Scraptor is all on his own here. C4 does get pulled. Is he going to die to a C4? He's going to push in. Is he going to see Welly? He does see Welly, but Welly is playing the shotgun of his own. Speedy Moosey, or whatever it is. Whoever timed me out, I hope both sides of your pillow are warm when you sleep. That's one of the best... best ones I've heard, because no one likes a warm pillow. Do you like a warm pillow? Can we get a poll on what side of a pillow do you prefer? Do you prefer a warm pillow or a cold pillow? Can we have that as a poll, please? Let's see how many people are prepared to open up about their pillow habits. All right, dining room and kitchen is going to be the next site to get played. We did see that site just get won by Milkshake. That was Trophy and Statuary, right? It was Trophy and Statuary. I think. I'm pretty sure it was Trophy and Statuary. Yeah, it was.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
All right, let's see what kind of setup we're going to get here. Now, as I said before when we went to this site, soft destruction, very, very important for opening up holes in the floor, moving defenders out of position, and allowing the attackers to take control of the site from above before moving in, possibly from laundry or from the kitchen doorway, in order to win. Juggernaut asking for the score of the first game. First game was 7-4 to Cuhh. Game 2, 7-0 to Milkshake. But there was a lot of talk about very, very bad ping. So, you know, let's take it for what it's worth. Let's take it for what it's worth.
5 seconds left.
Yes, Apollo, it is map 3. All right, so big setup downstairs. Logic just laid here trying to get that camera in just the right place. That's not where he wants it. Come on. There we go. GG's to Logic. If he achieves nothing else this game, he has achieved all he needed to with that one camera. Well played. Ramtin is going to be coming up. I thought he was going to go to Astro, but he clearly isn't. But we are getting a push here, a rush here, up pantry stairs. Now, this is a very common take. Sometimes you take from above, but also sometimes you can just push in from pantry and get away with it. Now, the attackers have made their way in. Jeans goes down, as does Sentir, but we are essentially in a 4v4 as the attackers have now slowed down their push. C4 goes out. That's the double C4. There's actually an achievement for that. Oh, no, it's not a double C4. It's one C4 each. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, ignore that. Ignore that achievement I just put up. I thought it was one C4 getting 2 kills, but it wasn't. My apologies. All right, Scrapter manages to take down 2. Nicely done. Saw that slight pause there in the stream, as I guess he lagged a little bit. Right, there is a poll at the top of your chat. How do you like your pillow, warm or cold? Make sure you vote, people. Make sure you vote. It's one of the most important things you will ever vote on. Scrapter trying to quick peek everything. They're opening that hatch up above just to really confuse him. He's going to hold that position on it. He's going to chuck a stun grenade now. Just sit and wait. Jeans is going to go for it, though. He's going to come downstairs, and he is going to get that kill onto Scrapter. And that's another round there going to Milkshake, making it 4-4. If you like it warm, you're free. I am a cold pillow person. I like a cold pillow. Okay, Aviation Games, the next site to get played. I can see mods deleting comments, so yeah, just make sure you're behaving. Aviator and Games, the next site. Who's on defense at the moment? It is Milkshake. So yeah, the fact it was called out earlier. To be fair, I think it was by Liqua saying that this is a defender-sided map, or saying it's a defender-sided map. So for Cuhh to go 4-2 up at the end of their defensive half, probably not too big a surprise. And now we're seeing that switch around, and Milkshake are bringing that back with 2 defensive wins as they go into this second half on defense. Sticky Gaming is playing this week. Yeah, stay out of FACEIT. Don't want to mess with Sticky Gaming. It's a sticky topic. Cameras saying sorry to Mrs. 2. Well, that's very nice of you, Cameras. Very good. Thank you. That's what we like.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, so Aviator and Games. We can see here now we've got Welly playing over here on the other side of the building. We've got 2 players down below. That is Pulse actually playing downstairs in the bottom. Now, this is a good place to play because no one really comes down here. So Logic is going to be free to walk around, use his heartbeat scanner, and he's going to be able to see when there are players up above, and he'll be able to give the calls to his teammates. It's going to be a very good position to play. He's not going to get droned out. It's hardly likely that anyone's going to come down here. And this will leave him free to just come up the stairs, get a nice little flank whenever he wants to, and just get a pick. So he's likely to stay down here for quite a while until just the last moment, and then come in and clutch it up for his team with a very quick flank from behind. That is what I'm expecting to come out from Logic. You can see here he's thinking so carefully about what he's doing. He's going to come up these red stairs. He knows that there's some gunfire up here. He's going to make his way up the red stairs. We can see that there are red players right over there to the southwest of him. Revolve's going to take a bit of damage and get taken down by Ramtin. Ramtin is now running in, and he is going to make his way towards that main staircase. Zachariah takes down Dank. We've got 1 player on the main stairs right here. It is Zachariah sitting, holding, waiting. He hears someone go onto the cams. That drone is going to come his way any moment now, and he will get droned out from wherever it's coming from. It's not coming from Ranted, but who is it coming from? It's Scrapter outside on the balcony. So Scrapter sends in the drone, but it's not going to find Zachariah just yet, as Sentir takes down Logic MS. We are in a 3v4, and Cuhh do have the advantage here, the man advantage, as Ramtin is running in up those stairs. I'm going to make that work. Somehow I'm going to make that work. Kaza. That's not the comments, my dude. Bear me for a second, stream. Okay, it's been done. Mrs. 2, feel free to give him a timeout for that. 3v4. Mozzie is going to get spotted with that white birch. You see, white birch isn't as strong as people say it is. Mozzie was so easy to see there. Now, Ramtin does take down another player, 4v2, and Cuhh are in control. But oh no! But he doesn't see the player on the other side of that breach that was opened up at the bottom. And Scrapter does get downed, but he doesn't get killed. Oh, Tears goes down as well. He gets finished off by Welly. 3v1 now, as Welly is going to have to do a lot of work here if he wants to take the win. C4 is going to go out, but it's going to get stuck, and he's going to kill himself with it. Oh, what a way to end the round. Oh, Welly. Welly, 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 Welly. Can we get an F in the chat for Welly, please, and his unfortunate use of C4s? I can still see people's messages getting deleted. People, behave. Trophy and Statuary, the next site to get played. 5-4. Cuhh are 1 round away from match point, and they could do this for the US. Looks like we've gone into emote-only chat now. Okay. Thank you, Turtle Hitman, for enabling emote-only chat. If people can't behave, just take your rights away. The problem is, though, that you get a few rotten apples spoiling it for everyone else, and that's the problem. But yeah, like I say, we're not used to having such a large audience on this channel. We're not normally a big channel that's normally streaming to, you know, maybe 100 people lately. So to go up to 500, 600 for a stream is unusual for us. But we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can to try and keep chat as friendly as possible. So apologies if anyone has felt that it's not been. Certainly not the intention that we want for people. Alright, so Welly just running around with an SMG-11 in hand. Jeans putting up his reinforcements. Holes getting opened at the top of this main wall. That's going to allow impact tricking or C4 tricking if someone tries to open this wall with Ace Selmas or Hibana X Kairos or Thermite. What are they called? Exothermite charges. I forgot they were called for a minute. But the only hard breach we have on the table right now is Scrapter, who is sticking with his favorite Hibana. He does like a bit of Hibana. So he's going to come upstairs, open up the windows, and then drones will no doubt go into the building and start getting that intel. 5v5, 40 seconds into the round. No early picks have come out just yet. Sentir is down below in the kitchen using IQ. Now this is a very important operator to play down here because it does allow you to take out any bandit batteries from down below. So I'd expect Sentir to at some point go onto his utility and spot those bandit batteries and shoot them out. Now for some reason he's just laying here just doing nothing. Does he think there's a player down here? He is actually down here all on his own. Maybe he needs to wait for Ramtin to come and join him. But he's not going to take out that utility from underneath, which seems odd. Oh, he's going to come back and he's going to do it now. Right, well, okay, finally. Right, he's going to do that. Sentir being very little fun as he takes far too long to get on the case with that. Valkyrie tries to do some damage to him from up above. Doesn't manage to do any, though. As Welly is going to hold an angle onto Astro with that shotgun. But no one's coming up that way just yet. Ramtin, though, could be coming up that way very, very shortly. Ash Breacher round goes up. That's going to do a little bit of damage to Welly, but not enough. There goes down the barbed wire. Now, oh, there's a player right here with a shotgun. You need to be paying more attention, Ramtin. One player in bathroom. Give those calls. C4 gets ripped as Welly does get that kill. Tears goes down as well to the double kill, to the shotgun. That is Welly with the double Sentir now making his way up the Astro stairs, but that's the triple with the shotgun, but he does get refragged by Dank playing on Sledge with the SMG-11. He tries to push into Astro, but he dies very, very quickly. Scrapter yet again is the last man standing at a 1v3, and he's not going to be able to do enough work. And Milkshake do take that last kill and take that round, making it a 5 versus 5. What's Clazo saying? Oh, that bad, are they? How naughty are these people being? How naughty are people being? We don't like this. Aviator in Games is the next site to get played. Whatever happens, we're going to see 2 more rounds at least. So it's either going to be a 7-5 or we're going to go to overtime. Let's see how it's going to work out. What was the results of the poll on the pillow, by the way? I didn't get to see it in time. I can open it up, I think, actually, can't I? Can I see it? I think I can. Not that I should be looking at it at this point. Let's look at the scoreboard. There we go. Let's look at that. So there's the poll. If I click on that, that will show me the last one, wasn't it? How do you like your pillow? The results on how you like your pillow. 95% of the stream like it cool, with 5% liking it warm. That is 141 people voting for cool pillow. 8 people voting for warm pillow. We have 8 weird people in the chat. No offense. No offense. You know, we still love you. But it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird. Look at this. Perfectly synchronized almost reinforcements there from the SAS boys. This is what we like. Synchronized reinforcements.
10 seconds left.
Zachariah just sitting up here at the top of the main stairs almost on Classical Hall. Revolve here with him. Oh, we're going to get the Banshee up there. That's going to be difficult to take down. Now, Tears is playing a smart move here. When you've got issues with ping and troubleshooting at things, play Blackbeard. Why not just play Blackbeard? Put a shield in front of your face, and you at least get a little bit of an advantage there when it comes to shooting at the opposition. Scraptor sticking with Hibana, Dank on Sledge, droning everything out. Sentir going onto drones as well. Rampton taking out default cams. Very, very smooth. Nicely done. Welly upstairs in sight. Zachariah watching cams. Jeans waiting here. There goes that drone. That drone's going to get taken out. I don't think he did it. No, he did. I just heard it. Logic watching cams, watching Revolve, checking out his uniform. Say, hey, nice uniform. Nice uniform. Bandit there, just peeking onto the double doorway, coming out from Trophy. 50 seconds in, still 5v5 as Blackbeard starts to rappel in. Oh, his shield takes a little bit of damage from his teammate. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate as Dank comes in to join him. When you see your teammate rappelling in front of you, my advice is don't shoot your gun. It doesn't make sense. Now, I thought I saw an orange player. Yeah, I did. Ramtin is making his way up here. Just laying down. Just going to peek it carefully onto 90, waiting for someone to come around. There is a player making his way there. We can see him crouched down behind that desk. And if we get enough noise made here on 90, he will peek out. And Ramtin should probably take him down. Now that Lucy Banshee is getting destroyed. Is he on 90 or is he? It is Revolve. He is the patience of a saint right now. But he is going to peek at any moment. Going to get droned. Revolve is going to know. Oh, Blackbeard dressed as Santa. This is what we love. Even though it's not Christmas, still keeping in the Christmas spirit. Right, Revolve seeing very little action right now as Tears is droning into sight, getting ready to push in. He's got a shield in front of his face. He does have a bit of advantage. He's going to so peek it, and he does take down Bandit with some shots to the back, but he does go down in the middle of a gas grenade, and the gas grenade does finish him off. Ramtin is upstairs, peeking down Classical Hall, but he's not going to find a pick. The attack has stalled out now here at the top of the main stairs, and they need to start making moves very, very quickly. Dank is going to try to peek it, standing up, crouching down, waiting for Revolve to show his head, but Revolve is a little bit smarter than that right now. Sophia repels up to 90 window, opens fire, and Revolve is going to back out to make sure that he lives to fight another day. Dank does get taken down by Logic with the SMG-11, and that is defense. Holding onto sight very, very closely as Zachariah takes a fair bit of damage from a player. Diffuser has been dropped. Sentir is in the hallway trying to make his way down that hall, but Zachariah is going to get taken down by Sentir. Oh, there we go, 2v2. Ramtin and Sentir in a 2v2. They do not have Diffuser. They're going to have to play for kills, pre-firing everything. He manages to take down Welly. 1v2 now. Diffuser is in hand. It is going to be planted. Doesn't look like it's going to get stopped. There's no C4 available. That plant is successful. That is 45 more seconds on the board for Milkshake. But Cuhh are going to manage to get that last pick after the successful plant and take that round, making it 6-5 in favor of Cuhh. And are we going to get overtime, or are we going to see a 7-5? That's the magic question. That is the magic question. All right, let's fire this up for a second. Aviator in Games is going to be the last site we see get played in regulation. Milkshake were unable to successfully defend it in that round. Let's see if they will be able to defend it successfully in this round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So I just went on mute to have a drink. This is edge of your seat stuff. Will we see overtime? Will we see a 7-5? It's Europe versus North America. No country or continent is better, but one of these teams is going to win it for their country. But which one's it going to be? A lot on the line here for Milkshake, playing on their own servers. But this was a surprise map. Neither of these teams knew that they were going to go to Villa. I picked this map. It's my fault these guys are here. I picked Villa. So this is the reason why they're playing it. Neither of these teams were able to prepare for it. They are just coming into it and not knowing until the stream started what map they would be playing. Jeans gets spotted by the drones. He's going to have a pop at them, but he doesn't manage to do any damage to either of them. Revolve holding over here on the trophy and statuary side of the building, but he's not got anyone coming over this way. Instead, they are all stacking up on the balcony side, trying to push in through the study. Windows are open, people are on balconies, and it looks like everyone's going to funnel in through this doorway, which possibly isn't the best play. Jeans is going to be holding an angle there, given the pings, letting his teammates know, hey, there's someone coming in over there. There's a drone. Got Ramtin, looks like he's going to come in from the main stairs as well. Droning out to make sure there's no one there, and he will likely push up this main staircase as Revolve is going to keep this position held. Oh, he hears Blackbeard. Somehow it sounded like Blackbeard's shield got destroyed, but it didn't look like he actually hit him. C4 got ripped, but I don't think it got tossed. Now it gets... Oh, Revolve does take down Dank. Was that from the other side? Oh, classic peek from the opposite window. C4 gets tossed out. Doesn't manage to get the kill. Tears has taken a bit of damage, which I would assume is from that C4. Logic watching cams. Jean's just sitting here waiting for someone to push in. Zachariah laid there waiting for someone to come along classical. And Welly waiting for someone to push in from study. Bullets from down below, it looks like, taking out utility. That was Ramtin. ADSs are getting burnt, and Hibana is now going to start to open up that wall. Jeans isn't going to try to deny it. He's going to back out. Sentir is going to stand here and wait. Scraptor is going to hold this long angle now that he's got that open. They can now crouch walk their way through, but he's going to go for the full-on walk hole. They do not want to crouch walk through. Logic is going to hold back here. Laid down in the corner. This could be a very powerful position for the defense. Yellow ping's going out, letting teams know exactly where people are. Revolve takes down Ramtin. 5v3. Shotgun manages to take down another one, but that is a very quick refrag. 4v2, 4v1, essentially, as Tears is down, and there we go. Milkshake win that last round of regulation, meaning we go to overtime. Now, the start side for overtime is random. We do not know who's going to get defense and who's going to get attack. We just do not know. So this could be anybody's game right now. Trophy and Statuary is going to be the first site to get played, as it is Milkshake that are lucky enough to get the start side of defense on a defender-sided map. So that is very, very fortunate for Milkshake. They have performed better on defense than they did on attack, it seems. If we look at the numbers, we can see it was a 4-2 to Cuhh at the end of their defensive half, and it was 4-2 to Milkshake at the end of their defensive half, which is why we are now at match point.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright, so we are going to get holes opened up. These are nice holes that allow you to look down to anyone that's down here in the hallway. But obviously it works both ways, and it's just as good for players down here to shoot up at people that are trying to rotate between sites. So personally, I'm not a big fan of that hole there, but I'm not an experienced player like these teams. I'm not an experienced player. Thank you for the follow. NA on top, Cuhh. That's a great name. Did you make that just for this stream, I ask myself. I suspect you probably did. Unless you really are a big Cuhh supporter. Revolve going to be roaming around over here in... Oh, wait a minute. He's going to open up that window. He's going to back out. That is going to make the attackers look. They hear it. They're going to look at it just in case, but it isn't getting peeked. There is just a little bit of a bait there from Revolve, who has backed out. Jeans is playing down below, and he is going to roam around here in dining room and kitchen area. We are looking like we are going to have at least 2 players, I think, come in here through laundry. We have Ramtin downstairs. This is unusual to see someone moving around in the basement. Now, we did see, was it Jeans earlier on playing as Pulse down here? Oh, he's not going to stay down there for long, though. He's going to come up and, yeah, look to take out the signal jammers.
Attackers have located a bomb.
C4 gets pulled and chucked out. Look at that. That well out of the way. That was never going to do anyone any damage. That was a terrible throw there from Jeans. What a waste of utility. Wasn't Jeans. I take it back, Jeans. I'm sorry. It was Welly. It was Welly Wonka doing that. I want to know what's happened to the Welly Wonka gamer tag. Jeans getting ready with his C4. It's going to get tossed, but there's no one there. Dank has backed out, and that is a waste of the C4 from Jeans now. So finally, Jeans wastes his C4 just like his teammate. Still in a 5v5, halfway into the round. 2 players stacked up on this window. Scraptor will be responsible for opening up this main wall right here. But we need the players down below to take out this utility. We've seen the Zofia lifeline doing some damage from below, but it hasn't done the damage it needs to get that main wall open. The Sentinel does take down Welly, leaving us in a 5v4 with 1 minute 15 seconds left on the clock. Scraptor making his way up to the astronomy window. Stun grenades go into burn an ADS, but it's not going to get capitalized on. More stun grenades going in as the grenade is going to go over the top as well to try and take down Zachariah. Gas grenade goes off. Tez is just going to sit in here and wait. We have 1 more gas grenade in the pocket now that that one has been spent from Logic, and that is going to hold this attack back from Bathroom for a little while longer. Jeans gets a quick 2k. He's going to back out and cover those red stairs. 4v3. Ramtin sitting here holding on Astro, waiting for a possible flank through the Bathroom, but I don't think anyone's going to come that way. No one's going to come that way. Sentir comes up. He sees the player back in the corner. Very common position to play. As he goes for the shots, he does get attacked by what looked like a wild Malusi over on the other side. Random pre-fires going through the floor. Doesn't manage to hit the targets. He sees roughly where that player is now. He's to the left. He's to the left. He manages to get him and take him down. Ramtin getting the kill onto Logic. That's the second one for Cuhh. And they are in a 3v2. 2v2 now with 10 seconds to go. The pressure here is all on attack. They need to make moves. They need to get into sight and start to plant or get kills. They don't have control. They don't have diffuser. Ramtin is the last man standing in a 1v2, and he's not going to get anything from it as the round goes to Milkshake. Sentir has left, so let's get the pause on. Let's get that pause on. All right, we shall wait for Sentir to come back. We've put it into pause mode. I've let the team know, although they could see it themselves. Obviously, they can see that. Let's go another chat. Okay, fine. Mrs. Toot timing people out. Mrs. Toot has a level of patience. When that patience is gone, she will just time people out, so do not test it too much. Let's get those bands back up on the screen. And hopefully I got this rehost right. I don't often rehost during an overtime, especially when it's a random start side. So I'm hoping I've got this right. We should be seeing Cuhh on defense. Wait a minute. No. It didn't count overtime. All right. Right, so for some reason it doesn't count overtime. I did actually put the score in for overtime, but it doesn't seem to work that way. So what the guys are going to do is Milkshake will just suicide at the start of the round, and that will take us in to the next round. Well, as opposed to suicide, what's going on?
Loading mag!
Banshee deployed.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds left.
All right, yeah, it's Cuhh that I think needs to suicide.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse.
Yeah, there we go.
Diffuser.
Could have knife fight, actually. All right, there we go. So that sets the score even. I did not know that you could not set the score for overtime. That's madness. All right, Trophy and Statue is going to be the next site to get played. Wonder why it doesn't register the overtime score. All right. So, Cuhh are now going to move over to the defensive side. They are going to go to Trophy and Statue, just like Milkshake did. Yeah, I know it's 7-6, but for some reason, custom game doesn't let you set a score for overtime. I set round 13 to be a blue win, but it didn't like it, so I don't know what you can do.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
All right, so Trophy and Statue, clearly the favorite site for these two teams, as they've both gone here first. Can't you do 7-6 and go by the round, says Ratatouille. No, I did that. I went through the round history. I did 13 rounds, 7 to Milkshake, 6 to Cuhh, but for some reason it just came in at 6-6.
Located by attackers.
It seems odd that it would let you register a score for round 13 and then just not do anything about it. Okay, so Gene's making his way up to master bedroom. Going to start to drone as that window gets opened. Scraptor is going to be responsible for impact tricking onto this wall if anyone tries to get that open. Now, we do have Ace. So we have one hard breacher, which is being played by Genes, who is droning. He's going to jump in there into closet along with Logic. They're going to start making their way through. Logic going onto the cams. Gene's going onto the cams. They're going to find where these defenders are. We've got Welly sitting out here on Astro window, and two players coming in from the balcony side.
Target detected. Second floor.
Reloading!
Let's see how this one's going to play out, as Genes has already managed to take a fair bit of damage, but Revolve does take down Rampton. 5v4. And I suspect we'll see Milkshake taking this very, very seriously. They won't want to go to the last... They won't want to go to the last round if they can avoid it. That's for sure. Tears has pre-placed a C4 somewhere, just waiting for the call to set it off. This could be big. This could be big. Zachariah is sitting up here waiting for a flank up this main stairs, but it's not going to come. We've got Tears downstairs. C4 goes off, but there is no one there on 90, so that is a waste of that C4, as Tears looks like he's going to make his way up. But it is being watched by Zachariah. Oh! What was that? Tears just... Oh, they traded. Wow, nice. Okay. So, Genes, low on health, playing in the bedroom. With Sentir playing over here in Astro, just watching bathroom. What's he seen? Oh, he knows there's an air jab. He's going to take that down. That is nice. That could be big for Sentir. As he comes around, they don't know he's behind them, but they do now. 2v2 as Genes goes down.
Air jab ready.
Scrapter and Sentier now just need to play very, very sensibly. Is Jeans going to get revived? That's the question. He isn't going to get revived. Legion is there. He could kill him, but he's not going to. Both players from attack now stacked up here on this doorway. Welly and Logic just waiting. Sentier pulls back, and he's going to come over into the other site. He's going to chuck his gas grenade. No, he's not. He's going to hold off as he hears that Yin Candela come in. Welly just pushes in aggressively, and he is in control of sight. He's going to pre-fire everything, and he manages to take down Sentier as Scrapter gets the triple kill. It's a 1v1. 1v1. 25 seconds to go. All of the pressure here is on Logic. He has to get this kill or plant the diffuser. He cannot afford to miss this. Now, Scrapter knows exactly where he is. Logic is going to start to plant. Scrapter can't wander too far away because he needs to stop that plant. Oh, he could have peeked around the doorway and got that pick. Oh, no, he looks the wrong way. Logic comes around through the doorway, not the rotate, and he gets the kill. And that is it. 8-6 to Milkshake. GG's to Milkshake. For a great game. Well done to everyone there. Let's go to the intermission screen.